looking my way, catching how she can't decide. Your heart races, baby, don't hesitate.
Hey, it's episode 22 of the Wheels Blues podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Hey, Wheels.
Such excitement.
That's just my voice.
I didn't even have to hit the fucking button this time.
Nope.
Fuck.
We've got our own private soundbite engine.
Okay, let's start again.
As you guys can kind of hear, there's more people here today, and generally the same people are here, but there's some other people, and they should introduce themselves right now.
Hey everybody, I'm Coltin Ray with Cozen Indigo.
Hey, I'm Mitch Faruja. I'm a dirty Aussie on an expired work visa. I also play bass for Cozen Indigo.
Hey guys, it's me, Taylor Blackstock. I shred the old lead guitar, Cozen Indigo.
Don't worry, we'll edit that part out.
Yeah. Just gonna edit your face out.
local slash enthusiast.
It's cloned in a laboratory.
You're a top hat away, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw Slash wear those fucking short shorts.
You've never seen
God
the
for
music
that.
video to Paradise City?
No.
And unfortunately, they don't make a top hat big enough for Taylor's head.
You mean Ego?
He barely fits through the door as is.
Oh, that's my dick.
And joining me as usual is
At Eric _83 as usual.
That's not enough underscores for me, man.
Reporting for duty, dude.
Need one more.
With all the underscores.
Oh, there it is.
Keep it up. I'm gonna add 4. It's gonna be 6 underscores.
They're multiplying.
He's gonna add them eventually.
Fucking diva already.
It's gonna be my name is underscores.
We're waiting for a hyphen.
Just underscore. It's gonna be an at.
Hangman
An at with a really long line.
And I'm at Tin Can Blues, and I'm here as always. Thanks for having me, Wheels.
No problem. buddy.
You're a
It's what
fucking
I do.
beauty, bud. We love you.
Well, I try.
You are the glue, man.
You're the
Really?
glue.
Thanks,
Thanks
buddy.
trying.
Unfortunately, we are missing somebody today, and I just want
2 of
to
'em.
wish them a speedy recovery, and we hope to see them back very soon.
Yeah, for reference, the triple ED
Yes.
has a
You
broken.
can't fucking remember his
You make him
fucking
sound like a
handle.
wrestler.
It's the SKW triple EDs. That's how he always puts it.
Yes, that's how
He's,
it's
he's hurt his back pretty good.
Yeah, he's
so
laid up.
He couldn't come sit in a chair.
Yeah.
It was not possible.
So he's standing. He's standing somewhere.
The hospital wouldn't allow it.
Somewhere he's
Sit
up
in a
against the
chair.
wall.
What do you mean?
Well, it's our job to make him feel bad about
We'll
it.
try to soldier on without them today.
We'll
I
try.
think we'll be fine.
We'll be
Yeah,
fine.
we'll
fine.
be. We'll be.
We miss you though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also missing Aaron Sparks.
The
He's a
drummer.
little MIA today, but that's all right.
So,
He's here in spirit.
He's here in drumsticks.
As always.
And-
he keeps the beat
We've got
to
his
our
drum
hearts.
kit in the back, keeping us in spiritual
keeping us here.
That's
support.
a fact.
Yeah.
So Aaron Sparks is the drummer of Cozen Indigo.
He's the drummer.
Cool.
You guys should have heard the shit that they were laying down here last night. I have a few things up on YouTube. If you guys want to go to our YouTube, it's at Wheels Blues Podcast, and go up there, have a look. We've got some live from on the floor Cozen Indigo, and it was fantastic. It was great to be here while they were recording some stuff. And,
Yeah, that was a great time, man. Turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to, actually.
fuck. Where's your fucking confidence? You're banned, man.
Oh, it's there, but we haven't hit the studio in I don't even know.
Almost a full year.
Yeah, it's the first time we've
Been
hit
a
the
year.
studio
It's
with
been a-
these guys.
Yeah.
I haven't even touched that gear in like 6 months.
Your first EP was already a year ago?
No. But when you start, like, you don't, like,
Once you start
record and it comes
recording.
out the next
yeah,
day.
it's a process, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess what we should also mention is the bass player on our first album. His name's Tommy Deagle. So much as he's missed, I'm sorry, Tommy, you've been replaced, and we love Mitchy Poo here. So
Yeah,
Is he
actually,
just finding out about this?
we still love you, Tommy, as always. But
No, he was aware. So the story goes. So it was one of my like earlier nights when I first came to Jasper over a year ago, and so I met Taylor.
So
I was
cool.
like, here's this guy doing sound. I was like, hey, dude, I'm a fucking sound engineer too. He's like, I like you. And I was like,
It's literally
Sweet.
exactly
He's like-
what I said.
hey man, you want to do band? You want to do sound for our band? And I was like, absolutely. He's like, sweet. I don't know why, but I trust you. And I'd literally known him for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck, you don't even trust me that much. I've known you like my whole fucking life.
Maybe that's the
So funny enough, I did
'cause
sound for the guys for a few pretty big gigs
Yeah?
for you guys.
You did I think you did a Canada. Did you do a New Year's?
Yeah, I did Canada Day.
You definitely did a Canada
Yeah.
Day. That was a
Yeah, I
fucking
did.
And I wanna
solid
say-
one.
And that was a jam.
Yeah.
A shout out to
jam.
West Haven and the boys too out in Hinton.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
for
they were-
But I
They
believe
pulled
you
you
did.
guys
I believe
too,
you
right?
did that show for us as
Yeah,
well.
they
No,
did.
they didn't do
did.
Canada Day was just
No,
us.
but I think you did that.
Yeah,
dual show
no, you
with us.
definitely. No, it wasn't there CD. That was when. That was Halloween, I think, wasn't it? Or
No,
something
'cause
like
I
that?
played
Or
Halloween.
New Year's? No, like New Year's or Halloween.
No,
No, it would have been Halloween before.
no,
that.
it wasn't.
Must have been New Year's before that, or something like that. Because there
No, I
was.
think it was Halloween. The Halloween before last.
And that was the first time you
Maybe.
performed with.
No, that was the first time I did sound for these
Okay.
guys. And then
And
Tommy.
then we stuck them in last.
well,
Well, not last.
yeah,
minute,
well,
but then we
Tommy
just stuck
made
in
a
the band.
I don't
choice,
even know if
and
have we
he
played a
moved to
Halloween
Edmonton.
here? I don't know. It was
And I was,
so many
I was
damn
talking
gigs
to the
at this
guys.
place. I can't keep track of them.
But you know what? Like, as far as it goes, like for a guy that we just like who did the sound for us a couple times, kind of had to adjust for a couple songs, not all of them, but you jumped right into it head first,
Yeah.
and you fucking
It was
nailed it,
fucking
man.
nailed.
Like,
We should thank Tim Arsenault because I wouldn't have met you without Tim.
yeah.
Good old
Thanks,
fucking
Timmy.
rooster.
Shout out to Timmy. Yeah, classic.
That's good. So you guys have been playing for how many years now?
Well, definitely not years
Not
from
years,
my
yeah.
front.
Like,
Okay.
what do you mean? Like as a band?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, has it even been?
How
it's
long
been
has
like
Cozen
a year and
Indigo
a half,
existed?
Maybe.
As Cozen Indigo has been together since February of 2019 or 18.
Yeah, I think so. I
Okay.
don't think it was 18.
So
As the Legionnaires were breaking up, it was kind of fucking.
So you were in a different band before.
I was
Okay.
playing. I was playing with Guy and then Rory and a couple other guys.
Then how did you get together with these knuckleheads?
Well, I know Koltin since you.
I was part.
Yeah.
I was part of a company I'd created, Cold Moon Connections, and we were just loosely based upon trying to get the entertainment society connected with venue owners and kind of being mediators so that artists weren't being taken advantage of because they had a product to sell, and just because they didn't know what that worth was doesn't mean that they need to be stomped on.
Oh wow! And this is the
So,
company that you own.
well, it was a company I was a part of, Cold Moon Connections. I was one of the creators with a lady named Jill Hagerman. And we were just trying to stick up for the entertainment side as well as the venue side, but kind of just help people contract properly. What do we need to do to plan big gigs together so we can have artists involved, bands, DJs, dancers, anything that strikes visualness or strikes every sense. That's what we are as musicians, artists, and whatnot, right? We strike your sensatory systems, and you either get goosebumps or you don't. So
That's true. Yeah.
we were planning this burlesque show in Calgary, and I had asked Taylor if because I was approached by the company that I was working with to play a little set in the beginning just to open it up, and I was like, hey Taylor, like, you want to come play in Calgary with me? We'll just do a little 1 hour set kind of deal, and then I'll let him take it from there, because after that it's all history with him.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, he approached me to do that. I was already started playing with Aaron, the drummer, because I was in the Legionnaires, and I don't know if you guys ever listened to any of that, but that was primarily like Guy wrote all the songs, and then like it was kind of like me and Rory and Sam were almost like guns for hire. It's like he'd have the songs, and then we'd kind
Just
of
play over it.
produce them
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
band. Like we'd produce them and be like, oh, hey, Kate, we're gonna fucking add this and change this a little bit. So like, me and Rory almost didn't write any of the songs. I think I wrote the whole time I was with him. I wrote like one, and then I kind of was just wanted to play like more rock and roll, like heavier style of music, and then Aaron.
Well, just wanted to branch out in your own
Yeah.
direction, right?
Yeah, and I like there wasn't a song of Gee's that was really very heavy at all. Like there were lots of good songs that I really enjoyed playing, and
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
were sick.
But you've always been like a rock and roll
Yeah,
fucking
I've
guy
always
like
played
that.
guitar as long as I've known you.
As long as I've known you.
The first band that I ever fucking loved was Led Zeppelin. So, I mean,
Yeah. Even back when you had just fucking short hair and sideburns.
yeah, oh,
You know?
those were.
And
wrong
more
with short hair and
actual
sideburns?
pants.
That's right. He had short hair and sideburns. And he drank
I
fucking
did the
Riding
opposite
Dirty.
of Sid. It
Yeah.
migrated north. His
It did,
migrated
yeah.
south.
It did, yeah.
But then yeah,
Got
like
the
you'd
hairiest
met
nuts
Aaron.
ever, man. Fuck, Jesus.
Yeah. So, anyways, I met Aaron, and me and Aaron would like come here, and because it was like wintertime, and Guy and I like we didn't have it. I didn't have any money to buy a fucking like $1,200 fucking propane heater, and Guy was like living hand over foot or whatever the fucking term is. And then me and Aaron would come here after hours, and just I'd crank up the fucking amp and turn on the overdrive, and Aaron being Aaron hits drums like a fucking
Genius.
I don't think I've never met anybody who hits drums that hard.
He's a fucking animal on those
Yeah,
things.
he's
No,
just
he
fucking-
just hits cannons, bro.
But-
It's cannons every
and it's
time.
solid. Like there's no beats missing.
His rhythm is unbeatable. I'll
Yeah.
tell you this: as far as trying to find a bass player, a guitar player, a drummer, you know, between Taylor and I've known Taylor since I was 18. We've been playing open mics and
Known
trying
you
to
longer
create a.
than fucking that.
Well, yeah, I've known Taylor my whole life. Sorry, what I meant to say is that we've been playing music
since you were 18. Yeah.
since I was 18. And like we've played with our fair share of bass players, drummers, percussionists,
Yeah.
trumpet players, you fucking name it, we've been with them. But like to have this group of guys, to have a guy like Aaron who can just come in, doesn't matter what kind of music you play, he's just very well versed. He can play folk music, he can play rock and roll, he can play blues, he can play those slow tunes that I like to play because I bring the band back a bit, right? So he really is a talent that's
he's very
unbeatable.
dynamic and very
Yeah, definitely.
I heard a lot of that last night. Like just it was very good. Like even how he like just like the tone. Like I don't know if you have tone on drums, but like the volume was
you
just
do.
it was just
Absolutely.
dead on. It was perfect for the song.
No
Whatever he was
hits
doing.
too heavy on either drum.
nothing
It's
was
all
too heavy,
equal.
and every fill was just like right there.
Yeah.
It was right
Yeah.
there. It just added.
Aaron has a very, very good uncanny ability to fucking like take a song or like a riff or composition and like analyze it and come up with exactly what you need.
Yeah.
Like he's on an improvisational scale. Like he's not like a jazz drummer. Like will play something fucking different every single fucking song, right? But he'll come in and I get the feeling he kind of looks at it like from a producer standpoint. Like when you're producing a song and you're like you have to listen to it and be like, hey, it needs this, not like, oh, I can play this or throw this whatever fill I want in here. Like sometimes that works, but lots of times it doesn't, and especially with drums. Like you can play because if you're unless you're fucking Neil Peart.
Yeah,
Rest in
right.
peace.
Yeah,
Like you like to just come up with some crazy fill and off time beat out of your
Well,
head
that's
off
the
the
great-
floor is too much.
that's the great aspect about him. He doesn't do what Aaron should do. He does what the song needs,
Yeah.
and that's the style of his drumming.
I think
and
that's
it
a lot
works
of the
so
style
well.
of Cozen Indigo too, because you know, even when we're just getting up to go and start practicing, one of the boys will start playing a riff, just trying to warm up. But it's nothing that is a song that we play. It's just a random riff.
No, they're like they're the B-sides.
So
Yeah, the B-sides are there. That's
You know-
like fucking 40 songs like in the bank.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
just
you-
the songs
you got-
we literally get there and warm up. We're like, oh shit, we wrote a song.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. So
Whoops,
like,
we
there's
did it
a
again.
lot of momentum, right? There's a lot of creative energy, but we haven't stumbled upon a piece of music that we couldn't all have our own collective input on and make a song, which is something like music's a love, right? It either works or it doesn't, and if it doesn't, there's no sense in trying to string it out any longer because you'll get headaches, everything else, you know.
Oh, exactly, man.
And
You got to make it
with these
natural.
group of guys, it's just there's always a solution. There's never a problem.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, I think it's a lot of it is like the fact that like we love each other and fucking the fun is more the focus.
That's what drives us,
Yeah,
right?
it's not
That's
the
what
fucking. It's not like
drives
the.
us.
It's not the
Absolutely.
business aspect of it, right? Like it's not like
Yeah.
there's lots of guys. You go to the city, and there's guys who are playing in like 3 different bands.
Yeah,
and it's
just
like,
straight
oh,
up
you need to learn this
session
part by
musicians.
this time frame. What the fuck that? Like I don't want
Yeah.
to work like that, man. Like I didn't go
It's
to.
not healthy though.
Yeah, no, and
right?
I didn't go to like in audio engineering school and spend the most of my fucking life trying to be the best musician on the face of the fucking planet to just do like be told what to play by
Yeah,
somebody
well,
else.
to settle for less.
Yeah, right? Like I want to play what I like. I don't
yeah,
care
yeah.
if I die with my guitar in my hand and not a cent in the bank.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because
just
I'm
wanna
holding
play-
that guitar.
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah,
Regardless.
like it's
right?
I'm not doing this. This isn't like this isn't my full-time fucking job. And if it was, I'd hate it.
Well, and that's the beautiful thing about it too, is that like, you know, Taylor, you get to express your heavy side. Mitch has an extreme funkadelic jazz twist side that's just
And there's
awesome.
that fucking jank
I
that
have-
comes out of nowhere.
I kind of have. I like those, you know, kind of laid back, softer songs. You know, I like Paolo Nutini, guys like that. I like
Yeah.
the more vocal power, have some nice rhythm to it. So this next album that we're working on, I get to bring those songs into it. As where the first album was all the songs that we collectively wrote, right? Which is nice. We just the other night, Aaron just started playing the drums. And boom, song, right?
Yeah,
like
something came in.
So
Yeah.
we all add to it. It's not like there's one person who's writing all the songs.
Well,
No,
it's just, and you guys know it just from being friends, right? You know, when you sit down, you start talking, you start hypothesizing on something,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you're there.
Yeah,
You're on
yeah.
it.
You definitely
and you're like,
get to where
man,
you
this
need to
feels
go
so
for sure."
good, and it's like that relates to everything.
Yeah. You
You
come
know?
out of like your recording, like you record a song or anything like that, and sometimes we come out of a podcast and all of us just have like a high.
Exactly.
We just feel
Yeah.
really good. We're after when we hit, you know, stop record, we're all just like, man, that was so you know, and maybe
Yeah, you're
maybe-
buzzing, right?
Yeah, we're
You're just buzzing.
And
the
it doesn't,
red button goes off and the beers get flowing.
with our podcast, the beers were flowing before the red button
Oh
got
yeah,
pushed.
that's the beauty of it. Like I know like a lot of like people like when I went to school and I get it was fucking it was fucking college, university, whatever. They're like, no alcohol allowed and blah blah blah. I was like, man, like fucking like I get it because you're in a place of education. But like afterwards, like there was so many times where I was just like fucking like lots of times I think like you should crack a beer. Like you're having a tough time with the song, you just like, and if it doesn't work the first time, like the first session, and you can't like you move on to another song and hopefully that works. But like you come back around and like if you're having trouble with that song, you all sit at the fucking the studio table. You fucking pull out a bottle of whiskey, you slam it on the table, and be like, "Hey, we're all having fucking 3 of these before we start this shit." Because
Speaking of shots,
Speaking of shots,
speaking of shots,
Co's been eyeing that Pink Whitney. It's
we have
our special guests requested that we.
But sometimes
Justin,
not
I want
only
some
that.
of your Pink Whitney.
I know you do, buddy. I know you do.
in their rider. The Cozen Indigo has a rider. We were given it before we had the show.
Not a Winona
It was
rider.
18 red Skittles, which I was unable to procure, and Pink
Only
Whitney.
get 17.
So I was
enough.
able to get Pink Whitney together. So we have 7 shots of Pink
He
Whitney.
put a green Smartie
And
in
let's pass these around.
Smarty in my red Skittles, damn it.
We're done.
Hopefully, Tin Can
Who do you
Blues
think
won't
you
cry
are?
too much about his glue.
This is where the
allergy.
podcast gets
It's not an allergy, it's a
interesting.
disease.
Sorry,
Can you
disease.
pass that over, please? And just for that, Wheels, you got to get your own fucking. Oh, you already got it. Fuck. Here you go, Dan.
Because
Oh,
Sid's
you
not
thought
here,
you
so
were
I was
ahead
being
of the
nice.
game there, didn't
I
you?
thought maybe we'd be nice to Justin for an episode.
Well, it would be like the last time we had the episode when
Fucking
you're
Tin
screaming
Can
at
over
Justin
here
to
thinks
pass
he's
the
ahead
Pink
of the
Whitney
game.
down. Pass it down, man.
This smells like bad decisions and only mistakes.
It's always bad decisions and mistakes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers,
boys.
guys.
Boys, thanks for the
Appreciate
Pink
it.
Whitney cherry popping.
That shit is fierce.
Oh, buddy.
You know what? With a lot of ice on a
That tastes
warm
better
day.
this time around, actually.
Absolutely,
I'm kinda
absolutely. You
impressed at
make
how
like a
good that is.
margarita out of that.
Not bad, right?
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
It's not bad, but it's not scotch.
It's true.
You know what?
very
I
true.
could see how that brings out the spice, though. And I could see how
Oh, yeah.
exactly where the bitch.
Can you
comes
see
from.
how that puts our podcast off the rails almost every time?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Time is diluted when Pink Whitney is initiated.
Very much. Very much.
No, Taylor, we don't need another beer. It's okay.
I just thought I'd sign
Okay,
language.
this podcast,
question.
you can just go get a beer, man. It's fine.
Well, maybe I fucking will.
Okay. Go get a beer and bring me one back, please.
Totes to you.
Yes?
Yeah, please. Yeah, actually, yeah. Bring me a Glutenberg.
Yeah, we don't want his elbows turning
Can we
red.
take-
Don't want those elbows turning red.
We won't hear the end of it.
Can we take a 5? I think I need to urinate.
Go right ahead, man. We're not some fucking regime where you can't take a piss while you're recording a show.
My man.
Oh, man. We'll just talk to the prima donna lead singer over there.
The lead singer.
He's got his full wealth and knowledge.
No, he is. You know what? Colton has a wealth of plumbing knowledge. And some of the bad habits I taught him, like wiping the glue. I was
This
going
is
over
the
that
part
today.
of the episode where everybody else tunes out.
Oh, maybe. But the plumbers, our plumber fucking audience is like, ooh, fuck, I'm in. I'm also getting
what
Pink
plumber
Whitney.
audience?
You don't know?
Shout out
That's
to
true, I
Danny
don't know.
Bates
That's true.
for having a listen here.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. I hope you're doing all right at home.
Listens to that would be
Hope
awesome.
you're doing all
I
right
love
at
Danny
home, buddy.
Bates.
Thanks for
Smitty.
listening to the show.
Smitty Plums.
Yeah, he might not.
Plums.
I don't think he listens to the show though.
He might.
He talks about the show. He doesn't.
He
listen
does
to the
talk
show.
about it.
Yeah, I think I don't think he listens though.
Man, I think so many people talk about the show and they don't friggin' listen.
Okay. See?
that might actually.
Yeah,
that might
there
actually
you go.
be
It
true.
fucking brings out the anger in Mighty Wheels here.
Yeah, nothing
Fuck.
but positive vibes here.
Yeah, don't call the audience out during the show. You call them
come
out on
on,
social media later.
Yeah, come on, Wheels.
Etiquette, man.
We're gonna lose our
Etiquette.
fucking 22 listeners. Estimated.
26.
Which I
but-
guess, do you guys rely on social media as a form to get yourself out, or
Well, I mean, we live in 2020. It doesn't matter what you do, really. You gotta
Yeah.
have a social media account of some sort. Get your name out there. So we've got Instagram, we've got Facebook. Our Instagram is Cozen Indigo 2020, and our Facebook, I believe, is the same.
And you have a YouTube too, don't you?
I believe we have a YouTube. I'm not sure if there's anything up on that.
Okay. Once again,
we do
just-
have Apple Music and Spotify though, so all of
Okay.
our music is on Apple Music, Spotify, and whatnot.
Okay, so just search Cozen Indigo on Apple Music, and your new when was that released? A couple of months ago. Your new EP.
I'd say about five months.
Okay, so you can find the Cozen Indigo EP. It's Cozen Indigo's Greatest Hits Volume 2.
I think this the first album is just Cozen Indigo.
Oh, okay.
And then we haven't came up with a new album name yet.
I just gave you one.
Yeah, can't do greatest hits
It's
yet.
fucking Cozen Indigo Greatest Hits Volume 2. Should have been your first album. And
Should've-
everybody's
yeah.
like, holy fuck, I never heard of these guys before, but they're fucking good. And they've got a greatest hits already. They must have been around forever.
They are very good, and I do want to talk about your album and like your influences of.
Well, fuck, actually,
what
I had an
music?
idea the other day.
Can I stop you right there? Where's my fucking Glutenberg?
I lied. I was never going to get you a beer.
It's all right. I'll let it slide.
Well, thanks for having Cozen Indigo.
yeah, that's about all the time we have today.
Yeah, they usually say it's a lead singer problem, but it turns out it's the lead guitarist problem. He never shares.
We all know it's the lead guitarist problem.
Oh yeah. So anyway, Justin Daniels, you were saying about the influences.
Yeah, what influences are on your album? Like we've all listened to your album and your music. What inspired the songs that are on your E EP?
I know it's Wham,
So-
wasn't it?
Well, like from a vocal
deaf and blind.
perspective, I'd say like Chris Cornell. I tried to do, like as far as inspiration, like while we were writing that album, we had a song called Pookie, which was Pick Up and Kill It, which isn't actually on that album. It might be on this next one.
Yeah,
but that
that's
was a Rage Against the Machine inspiration completely.
That's gotta sit down with Mitch, and because that was with Tommy.
Okay.
There's actually another one that's going on this album that we recorded beforehand, but Koltin was going back to college for his third year plumbing, and there we couldn't get it done in time. And I was like, I'm not gonna wait fucking 4 months
Yeah.
for whatever. And I know he's like, even if he could make it back for the weekend, I know how fucking third and fourth year fucking college and uni is.
Yeah,
man.
so
You're
I guess
just dead
with-
to the
with,
world.
like,
Yeah.
And
So I was like,
that
I'm not
song-
getting anything fucking usable out of that. So I was like, fuck it, we're gonna print the album with 5 instead of 6.
Yeah.
And then
Can I ask you a question?
come back.
Is there any plans? I've got one of my favorite songs that you guys do is Hellraiser.
Yeah, that's going on. That I was just to say
So
that's
that's
going
okay.
on.
Is
this
that the
album.
one?
That's
Yeah,
the one that
that's
still
the
needs to be recorded. That'll be on this next album.
I've never been more psyched in my life.
That one is completely.
I've never been
Foo
more
Fighters,
psyched.
like Dave Grohl all
Fuck.
the way.
And
Foo
Tommy
Fighters
wrote that
as.
one, right?
Yeah, Tommy
Yeah.
Tommy came to me and he showed me the riff, and then we kind of like the composition for the song, and then I kind of just was like, okay, how many fucking extra riffs can I put to this?
And like
I
actually,
was like, how many fucking guitar fills little guitar fills leading into the next chord can I put in? Like it kind of just worked out that way that it was fucking.
it's really fun
Yeah.
too between how many like the age difference between the bands. Me being the youngest, like I grew up in the punk era and like not so much NoFX, but the Alexis on Fire, Rise Against.
Yeah, almost like fucking
AFI, all those guys, like that was my era. As where Taylor is more like Led Zeppelin / so we all have our different kinds of style of music, but it's funny because we all kind of like the same stuff. So like Rival Sons is just they're a great inspiration.
sick.
Like vocals, melody, as well as like the guitar ability, the drums, everything's just it's not critiqued. It's just it's perfectly.
You didn't say bass there, by the way.
I didn't say bass.
because it's in your face.
Bass in your face, always.
You're forgetting the crucial part, man.
No, man, I gotta say, I was listening last night, and the bass sounds fucking pretty fucking
it's
good.
good
Like
bass.
it sounds
Good
pretty
bass.
fucking good.
Absolutely.
Like it's dead on. It's solid.
Yeah,
And
thanks,
I watched
guys.
you
Koltin doesn't agree, but
I was talking about Rival Sons.
Actually, you know what's
yeah.
funny? Speaking of Rival Sons, is that fucking that one that like you guys wrote, like you had an idea and then you guys wrote it together, and then I came over that other than
yeah,
that one.
the most recent song that
That
we're probably
fucking
gonna
that
put on
like
the
just
album.
to me is I can't remember the name, but it's like reminds me so much of a Rival Sons song, and it's just like fucking perfectly.
It's super
that song
lazy.
is perfectly
it's super lazy
executed.
and
But it's like it is, and then it gets into the fucking like not the first chorus where it's essentially just
second
like a
chorus
turnaround.
is like a power chorus, right?
Yeah. Second chorus, it like when the drums and the fucking overdrive really kick in, it's just
Yeah.
like, fuck. Didn't expect that, but it works.
Yeah,
fucking
it's a nice little
amazingly.
melodic tune that has its variances in it.
Yeah, and that all started in Koltin's living room. Just
Yeah.
on an acoustic guitar. He's like, hey, Mitch, I got a song. I want you to come play on it. I was like, yeah, cool. I'll come around, man. And Koltin started singing, and then I added a verse, and all of a sudden we played it at band practice, and it's now a song that'll probably
Do
be
you
on the
guys have
record.
aspirations to do like an acoustic version of your albums?
You know what? That could
Well,
be really
so
cool.
Aaron, our drummer,
Taylor's
Taylor's obviously a hard no. He plays electric instruments.
Oh, honestly,
but
man, like fucking.
I'm sure
actually,
you can play acoustic.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
actually,
absolutely
you
can.
funny
Yeah.
story is actually "Traveler." Originally, was an acoustic song that I wrote.
Okay.
I was playing that like, I think I was playing the main part, like the main riff, the main part of it, a year before I was even in, like before the
You even
Legionnaires
translated
really-
it to an electric.
Yeah. And then like I was playing, it was kind of my own little fucking ditty because everybody has that, right? Like
Yeah,
fucking,
yeah.
you know. And then I was playing it across from like Smitty's in the patch where those benches are, with fucking with Tim Arsenault, Rooster, and fucking buddy of mine Craig Berry. And I was playing it on. Tim had just gotten like a new fucking brand new custom guitar because you know he needs more of those. He's got like fucking 9.
Yeah, he's got some really
Oh, he's got some
guitars.
fucking beautiful ones. But anyways,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was like, "Oh, you got to play this, Taylor," and I was like, "Fucking," I was playing it. And I was playing that song, and he like recorded a couple of clips, a couple seconds of it. He's like, "Fuck, man, you gotta really turn that into something." And then like That's how Traveler started out. It was originally on an acoustic guitar.
So, Traveler, I just want to say this might be an excellent time to cut to the music.
Yeah?
We want to give you guys a song. This is a full song by Cozen Indigo off their latest CD. This song is called Traveler, and have a listen, see what you think.
Winter time, smoking my last cigarette, getting caught in that how I was brought up, in and out of the law, until they chase me, can't break me or take me out of my shoes. This little town, lonesome blues. Won't you take me for your traveling band? Understand, I'm coming back, I'm coming back. You take me in, out of the cold, baby. I'm coming back, back home to you again. Hear these trains rolling the same, screeching to a halt. She was the one, the only one that was right for me. Yeah, she don't break me. So won't you take me for your traveling man? Understand, I'm coming back, I'm coming back. You take me in, after all of this time, baby. I'm coming back, back home to you again. Won't you take me for your traveling man? Understand, I'm coming back, I'm coming back. Take me in, out of the cold, baby. I'm coming back, back home to you again. Oh, back to you. Back to you, back to you. Oh, back to you, back to you. Traveling, traveling man.
That was awesome. It was a really good song.
That was a good song.
It's a really good song.
Excellent song.
It's a good song.
great
It's
song.
technically a good song.
What
Thanks,
is
boys.
the what was the process behind this song?
Can I just say before we get into the process, I love that opening riff.
Yeah,
Thanks,
That
buddy.
opening riff is so good.
I like all
It's
the
just-
riffs on the song. but
Yeah,
on the
it's just
album,
so good, man. Like, there's so many good, like Shiverin', which is the intro song, like what you heard in the intro to this episode. It is fucking like that's heavy. Like that's a heavy good song. Like that.
It's funny, that song was actually like an accident.
Really.
Interesting.
So I used to have a Black Star HT40 combo amp. Sounds like a fucking dream, but yeah, it's Black Star is like a bunch of Marshall employees quit and started their own company.
Okay.
Anyways, it sounded fucking great, but the problem is it's with any mass-produced fucking amp is
Sometimes
the
you
circuit
get a
board
lemon.
starts fucking going after a while, and it was just like a lemon, like a money pit. Sounded great, but I was like, I'm not fucking investing in more of this. And so at that point, fucking my amp had fucking kicked it again, needed more fucking fixing. So I have this pedal called the Big Muff Pie.
And let me tell you, it is a big muff.
It's fucking it's muff ass. It's the muff of the muff. I'm sure there's fucking muff aficionados out there that would disagree with me, but it is the muff of the muff.
Justin's the biggest muff aficionado out there.
Sadly, no.
But anyways, fucking. So that amp craps out. I'm fucking pissed off. I just about kicked the fucking thing over. And so I take my pedal board and plug it in. There's a PV bass amp up there. And I plug all my shit into that and just start playing this fucking dirty, that riff. I just start playing that riff. I just click the Big Muff and start rocking it.
You know what? After you said I got a pedal called the Big Muff, I was like, yeah, that song sounds like it has a pedal called the Big Muff.
Yeah. And so that's how
Definitely
that came back.
travelers have big muffs.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Travelers might groom. You don't know.
Well.
Well, you know what? He might not know, but you definitely don't know.
No, I do not.
Well, if it's Helen Mirren's Muff. Fuck,
Hey,
holy
hey,
shit.
this is
Oh,
not
man,
the
that thing's
podcast.
probably got
for that.
cornrows.
Muffs happen when you travel.
Where did the inspiration for Traveler come from? I think like lyric side, like as soon as Taylor started playing it, it was winter time when we were out there, and so we have this infrared heater that
Can I just ask you, were you smoking your last cigarette?
Well, yeah,
Okay, yeah.
right. So we had this infrared
He
heater.
knows.
It's
He
cold
knows.
outside, and I'm just like the thoughts of it was just like times are changing, but it's time to start traveling. Get your mind set on it.
Was it that point when you thought you were in and out of the law?
He was a reckless boy at those
It's
times.
funny. I'm not going to give too much info on that side of my story, just because I don't need to get into.
They all
any
just
trouble.
heard it, man.
He's upgraded to a man since.
This is where the podcast goes off the rails. I hope you're ready for it.
You know what? I have only been in the back of a cop car one time, and I was a minor.
And he was driving it, so it's fine.
Yeah,
It's impressive.
It's very impressive.
no. Backseat driving
Very
it
good,
through the
very
plexi. Yeah. But yeah, no, like I suppose it like more or less came into mind, like just getting the inspiration to be a traveling band. Like the majority of it is for the girls that we were with at the time. It was a song for them. Kind of like if we were to go out and travel.
You had just gotten together with Sulkin pretty much, I think.
I think so, yeah.
And I mean, Tommy was with Jess for like a couple of years, I think.
Yeah.
And Aaron showed up to Jasper with Kelly,
Yeah.
and I'd been with Jess for probably almost, I'd say a year. No, maybe, I don't even know.
You're digging yourself
the fuck
a
is
hole,
time?
buddy.
What the
You're
fuck is
digging
time?
yourself a hole.
I
It's
guess
best just to shut up here.
that's who that song was for. It's for the girls. It was
Yeah.
like, that's why it's like, so won't
Yeah.
you take me to be your traveling man? It's more, it's a song for them.
What about Mitch? You got a lady?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirsten's a legend.
She's cool, man.
She's cool, man.
Cool.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
She's
a good
videoing us with Jess. Yeah, big shout out to Jess Muir, Taylor's girlfriend. She's
Yeah, they've helped us, man.
huge
What
into the
is their
photography.
Instagram or social media accounts?
Except I had no influence on Traveller.
Jess
I came
Meyer,
after Traveller.
but it's Muir.
It's Jessica Meyer Photography.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, follow and subscribe to that
yeah.
Talk Instagram account.
Yeah, so she does. She's done, I think, all of, if not most of our. She's done all of our professional photography.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like my profile picture, Colton's, I think fucking
Yeah.
Aaron's and Tommy's for a while. I don't know. No, definitely not yours. Your profile picture is fucking.
It's been the same for
But
a while.
yeah, check out.
Yeah, I'm not
Jessica-
very functional.
Jessica
on
Meyer
Facebook.
photography.
If you want to look at it, if people want to check it out, like they can either check out the Cozen Indigo Instagram or Facebook, or they can check out Jess's Instagram. And she doesn't do just like ours. She does. She actually originally does landscape photography. Like that was her passion, and then I just when we were going out for
A practice session.
Way too long for Jess.
She was. Well, she's still with me, so
Potentially, yes.
You wear these fucking short shorts and she's still with you.
Oh, that's what
what
attracted
started
her.
it.
That's
She
what
likes the
got
hips. She likes
those
the
short
hips.
shorts. Are what got Jess.
What the fuck, Jess?
You can see his ball sack hanging out the left-hand
Yeah, she's
side.
like,
It's
I love
fine.
ball sacks hanging out these short shorts.
Yeah, I think it was more or less. She's just like that is a fearless, like
Well, she goes,
heterosexual
"Wow,
man
they're
up
very
there.
well groomed.
Yeah. They're so smooth.
I just don't have any hair.
Yeah, you know what? Compared to my legs, yours are pretty smooth.
Unnaturally
for sure.
smooth, actually. What's going on there?
And I guess while we're still on the topic, yeah, you know, it's even like my lady. Big shout out to her too. Silk and
Yeah.
just being there supporting. It's a big part of
yeah.
what drives good nights and
Oh, fuck
when you're
yeah.
getting up on stage, like it's always nice to have somebody give you a peck on the
when she
cheek
was
and
when
say,
she was
"Yeah,
on
good
the
job."
soundboard for
Kiss
that
right
for the
on
first
knob,
set.
man. It feels good
New
every now
Year's.
and then.
Sure does.
Right on the knob.
Because that's why we're all here. in
I'm
the
sure
first
that's
place.
exactly what Kirsten does. She kisses your knob before you get on stage. Hey,
She does,
Mitch.
man. It's my good luck charm.
Yeah, I didn't get into podcasting because I like that.
I just really wanted to cast my pod.
There was a moderate amount of ass.
Have
that goes
you-
along with it.
Do you knight her with your penis after?
Wouldn't you like to know? I can
You
show
knight her and then you get a kiss on the nose.
Well, actually, we need to start a vlog if we want to disclose that kind of information. So,
And introducing our new vlog.
kiss on the
Penis
knob.
knighting.
It even rhymes.
Exactly.
That'd be like.
where does
I
my
can just see it
girlfriend
now.
kiss
It'd
me
be
before
like,
going on stage?
I can just see it now. It'd be like Monty Python, but porn.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact.
go to Camelot.
Yeah.
All right, dudes. so
Don't
maybe
you
we-
mean camel toe?
Zing.
Don't forget the moose knuckle.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, we can forget about Chad's place.
Oh, fuck.
So eating a
shut
baconator with your ass,
No.
courtesy of Chad Doyle.
Don't get it started.
You know how many episodes we've avoided this topic?
He paid me money. It's fine. Don't worry about
Alright.
it. I donated to the
You
cause.
should
Okay,
make,
wait, before we get into it,
you
you
should
mean
make
he
sure that check
donated
doesn't
to the
we
bounce.
will. Can I ask you, did you call him a peckerhead today?
I called him that at least 7 times.
Excellent. Did you
today.
say it was from me?
Absolutely. I said a plumber called you peckerhead. He goes, fuck you, Tyson.
Yeah, okay, he knew it was. He knew.
He's like, it's either Tyson or Gary. One of the two.
And it was like, was he short?
So, well, they both are compared to Chad.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, Mitch, do you often eat baconators with your ass?
Well, I tried once and I just squished it. So
It's a comment.
I don't
Sounds
have,
like you might have to blend it
I don't
first
have
and
as
then
many
put it into
teeth
like
as
a
other
giant
males, so-
syringe
yeah.
and just syringe it in your butt.
It's like a funnel. It's like a beer
Well,
bomb.
definitely
but
not.
with-
No, no.
Just really.
There's no way. You could probably chug liquid, right, with your butthole. I don't think you could eat food with your butthole, though.
But you've never tried.
Chug it.
I don't
can
think
just
it
see-
would
I-
work.
You blend the food into liquid.
You can suck liquid. You can't suck solid.
I can
never
just I can
tried.
just see us like
You blend the
going up
food
to the
into a
drive-through.
liquid.
That's why
Yeah,
I
but
see the validity
You
within Chad's.
you still couldn't
within
like funnel
Chad's
it into
motive.
your butthole. You need to get a
But it's a
giant
liquid.
syringe.
Why
The Baconator topic is
Yeah,
tearing
but
the
then
band
it's not
apart.
food
It's
anymore.
like the more bacon,
You can't
the better.
you can't just blend your Coca-Cola and your McDonald's burger and French fries and butt chug.
Yes, you can. It's
need
called
to
fucking
syringe and
NutriBullet, man.
inject.
You never done that shit?
Well, yeah. Okay, you know the problem solved here. You just go up to the fucking drive-through and doing like, "Can I get a Big Mac suppository, please?"
It's just a dehydrated
Did you
burger
mean-
in a
do you
tiny
got-
little pill. It
Yeah.
expands when
It's
it goes.
actually what the
2020,
burgers
baby.
are.
You
Get whatever
will
you want
always
in a
feel
capsule.
full after this suppository.
That's a Whopper.
Did you guys ever watch Dragon Ball Z? As
Oh, fuck
young,
yeah.
Yeah.
little young
Yeah.
men?
Have
A
you
little
ever
bit.
watched Dragon Ball Z
Capsule
abridged?
Corp. That's what it was all about. It's
Oh,
like we
Mitch.
can put anything into a capsule. Press
Mitch.
this button, put it up your ass.
Did you
happy
ever
day.
watch Dragon Ball Z abridged?
Oh, the best.
So good, fucking
Oh,
amazing, man.
Is it just him
Unbelievable.
doing the spirit bomb for like 20 minutes?
Yes. No, one
No.
Spirit Bomb goes for like 14 episodes.
I know.
No,
it's
but
awful.
no, Dragon Ball Z abridged. Dragon Ball Z abridged is it's like a YouTube fucking series where they just like cut it down
It's awesome.
stupid short,
Yeah.
and it's a parody. It's fucking hilarious.
Nice.
But
I'll have to
it
look that
goes
up.
for almost the same length of time as the original season.
Oh wow. Okay.
And you're like, okay, you guys nailed
Kung
this.
Fu hustle of Dragon Ball Z.
Absolutely
What
right.
a great
so
fucking
good, man.
movie.
I'm a man. I go pee-pee standing up.
Well, that's Dragon Ball P.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's Dragon Ball P, and that was another YouTube parody. But Dragon Ball Abridged came first.
Oh
Yeah.
man, fuck, that was gold.
And he's like, kaka, carrot cake? It's like fucking Vegeta, like, trying to fucking rip down on Goku, and he's like, "Brr." He fucking pulls all weird faces and shit. Yeah, it's
I
good.
fucking know what I'm doing tonight.
It's good.
Is there-
Oh,
is there-
I've
see
never
that
seen this. I
shit
love
up,
Dragon
man.
Ball. I've never seen this
Oh,
before.
damn.
Dude,
fuck,
you are
Daniels.
gonna lose your
Daniels, if you
titties.
never-
Yeah,
oh,
it's
you'll-
so
Dragon
good.
Ball abridged.
Dragon Ball Z DBZ abridged.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's
DBZ
by
abridged.
by a
Dragon Ball
bunch of
P.
guys called
Dragon Ball
Team
P?
4-Star.
Yeah, look, you were gonna die when you watched that.
Write that down.
Yeah.
And I want
Dragon
to talk
Ball P.
about.
Put that
Did
in
you
the
guys
book.
ever play Red Dead Redemption 2?
Oh
Yes.
fuck yeah,
Great
that was
game.
so
Only
good.
played-
Okay, wait, hang on,
First one.
hang on. Daniels has a YouTube video that you guys need to watch. It's that one where
Oh yeah,
That's
it's
the
like
one.
it's like Red Dead, but it's like real life. So, so Buddy gets into a gunfight, and he's like going up and going like, pachoo, pachoo. And he has to do like the dead eye. So he's got like 4 smokes, like he's hammering like whiskey down,
and-
and then he stands up and starts, ka-choo-poo, ka-choo-poo. And there's like the girl.
Sadie is there.
Sadie is next to him. She's like, "What in the fuck are you doing?" Like,
And he's just hammering cigars. He's got like 3
Just
cigars in
shooting
his
shit.
mouth.
oh, I can't remember what the name of that
I don't know
was.
either. If you look up Red Dead real life, you'll probably
Yeah,
fucking
oh yeah,
find
I'm
it.
sure if you look.
But
up
the
Red
best
Dead
part
Real
is like
Life,
he
it's there.
at one point he's like doing that like he's in Deadeye, and the guys are just standing there in like real time, like what the fuck is he doing? And he's just like,
He's just in slow mo.
yeah, he's in slow mo, but no one else is, and they're like, what the fuck is he doing? And it's,
That's
Is he in like a
excellent.
park and there's a bunch of like just random people?
No. He's in like the woods and
Yeah,
like
in the woods.
he's like on sets. It's very well produced.
it's like it's like the environment that Red Dead would be in.
Yeah. Like he takes shots at like how you can't do anything without having like a fucking witness. Like you know, someone's harassing you, you accidentally shoot them, and then it's like a witness. Is this somebody witnessed murder? He's like, no, it wasn't fucking. There's even one where he like he
I
keeps
didn't
trying
kill
to.
that guy, I swear.
He keeps trying to put like his gun in his holster, but he's saying like R2, like he's shooting them. And he's like, quick draw. So, yeah, quick draw.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, and then
Not
he-
again?
What are you doing? He's like,
Oh,
Petra, I'm
shit.
so sorry.
And
I
then
did not mean that.
he's fucking looting
Someone press the X button.
he's fucking looting these bodies, and they're like, Arthur, we really have to get going.
What's he doing?
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck's he doing? And then he's like, hang on there. I just gotta loot one more body. And then he's getting down there and loots
Look at
another
that, a silver spittoon. I'm gonna keep that, boys.
half smoked cigar. And then it's like, Arthur, come on, we gotta go. They're coming right now. And he's like, hang on a second. And he's like, hey, what's in we got here?
Rolls another piece of gun, shoots another dude. He's like, it's all good, just relax.
Anyway,
It's a vicious cycle in that game of like fucking.
Yeah.
You kill someone because you think there's nobody around, and like as you,
Then every
it's like
time
one,
you-
you're like, fuck, you got to kill like 15 people.
and the witness is running away. And you're like, please don't
Oh,
say anything.
shit,
It's like,
that sounds
I'm gonna tell the
No,
sheriff.
they're getting fucking lassoed and.
Oh fuck! I think the craziest fucking death I ever had in that game is I was going through fucking the mountains somewhere, and then fucking out of nowhere, a fucking mountain lion just fucking comes out of
A
nowhere.
goddamn mountain
and fucking
lion.
kills me on the horse.
Takes you right off the saddle.
Fucking one go.
Oh shit, not a
Fuck
mountain
did that
lion.
come from?
Fuck.
Where did that come from, man? Like, come on.
You gotta love when the game generates like
They're like, oh, he's been cruising too long.
There's
Fuck
so
him.
much when you're like trying to like have the highest graphics.
It plays
the
its
game's
own
like.
rules, man. It's
So,
like Jumanji.
You look behind you. There's nothing there. You go forward, and then you get eaten by the mountain lion.
Usually it's me looking behind myself, and then when I look forward again, it's me riding into like a fucking tree.
Yeah, and then it's like you fucking fly up the tree.
Oh yeah, we're handing it
Pass
out,
him
bud.
All right, yeah, we're doing this again.
For reference, Pink Whitney's being handed out
All
by
right, rock stars, we're doing
by
this again.
Daniels. Thanks, buddy.
Hey man, well we're in a bar.
Is there any other like I guess like movie or television or like other kind of like personal influences to your music? Like, do you have any?
Yeah, Alien vs Predator gives me a real good vibe.
I don't.
Oh,
even,
your nipples hardened to hardcore.
Yeah.
When you said that.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, that was doing.
Yeah. But hey, how about favorite bands? I think we should do everybody. Let's do everybody in the whole fucking show
Yeah,
tonight.
absolutely.
Favorite bands.
Tyson, you're married. You can't do anybody.
Bum bum ba-dum.
Sorry, Tyson, I don't get to do anybody either.
All right, Wheels. We'll start with you, and we'll go clockwise
My
around the
favorite band
table.
is Live.
And followed by your
really?
shot of Pink Whitney.
You seriously?
Like, is that like you can hear the dolphins
that's-
cry?
Fucking Lakini's Juice is one of my favorite songs
You
of all
nailed
time.
it. You nailed it. That's
Gotta
it.
live,
Dead
gotta
on, right?
live.
Love's a good band. Love's a
Oh,
good
well,
band.
you know what?
I grew
Cheers
up-
to Live.
Fuck
Cheers
yeah.
to Live. I'll
I
drink
grew
it.
up on
I'll
Live.
drink to that.
My dad's
Yeah,
favorite band
brothers.
is Live.
Cheers.
Live.
Pink Whitney.
Tickle my Pink Whitney.
Can I ask a serious question? What other songs are done by Live? Because I've only heard that one. Or
Oh,
perhaps I've
Lightning
heard more.
crashes,
Lightning
dolphins,
Yes. My favorite
dolphins cry.
I was singing that one.
Shit Town.
Mitch heard it.
Lakini's Juice.
Mitch was like,
It
I've
was
never
a good
heard such a
rendition.
masterful rendition of Dolphins
Dam,
Cry.
Otter Creek, I Alone.
Okay.
I Alone. That's
I
the other one.
Alone.
Okay, okay.
Did you just Google that?
No, I've got it on my. I've got the album.
Yeah, you just Googled that.
Just Google it.
My dad was a big fan of Live. I grew
No,
up
Live
on
were
Live,
great.
and
Live
It's an underrated band. It's a really
They
underrated
only
band.
had that one album, right?
They were.
Are you saying your dad's
Overrated.
like 40
You
and I'm 40 and I'm
My dad's in his 50s.
They
He
got
just-
so big so quick.
You're one of those
that
young
everyone
old guys.
focused on their next track, not what they'd done before, right?
Really? You think that?
I guess
huh?
you could
I
say
honestly think that.
Wheels
That
is the
sounded
youngest
combative.
guy in the old guys podcast. He's actually the oldest guy in the old
Come on
guys
my show.
podcast.
I am.
My show.
So what do you want to think? What do you?
I think they're underrated.
You talking
I don't think
this
they
shit
get their
about
due
Live?
process.
You talking about
I
Live?
don't think so. They have a really good live show. I've seen them live.
I would
Live
imagine
is
if you have a name
They're
fucking
loud
Live,
as fuck. If
it
anyone
better
knows
be
how
good
good
live,
live,
right?
it's
It
fucking
better be
those
good.
guys.
I would kind of hope that Live has a good live show.
Yeah. You better not be no effects.
You know what? As a kid, though, I was always like, "Dad, can you play more Live?" He's like, "Who?
Who the fuck's Live?
You want Life cereal, son? I'll get you some Life cereal."
Hey, so Colton, what about you? Favorite band or singer?
If
right?
I have to
guess
choose
we can go that
one,
way.
you know,
Zac Efron.
okay, no.
That's probably Zac Efron.
It's probably Zach.
Miles Kennedy from Alter Bridge is probably one of my favorite singers.
Yeah, that's
but
not bad.
as far as
overall, it's got to be Chris Cornell. You know,
Okay.
it has to be.
Well spoken. R.I.P. Chris, man.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I got
legend,
into them right. I saw them on SNL when I first started like staying up late, and they played Pretty Noose and
That's Soundgarden, bro. That's early.
well, but
days,
that's Chris
bro.
Cornell.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
They
still-
fucking broke up like weeks later after I watched that, and I thought I fucking caused the breakup. Of the
You're like,
band.
I'm
I was like, oh, I just, I was like, these guys are super awesome, and it's like I read and it's like, no, they're broken up now.
Well, it's really funny because I was more of an Audio Slave fan, right?
interesting.
Audio Slave.
And
Oh,
so
man.
I liked a lot of.
Soundgarden first.
I
I liked a
Audio
lot of
Slave.
Chris
And-
Cornell
and
solo
Temple of
stuff,
the
but I
Dog,
will
man.
admit this one thing is that, you know, in the beginning stages, that he wasn't on my mind, but playing more and more with this band and our style, technique, how we kind of
You utilized
associate.
him, right?
Exactly, and
Yeah, for
like
sure.
he became a huge inspiration. I'd grown up listening to Chris Cornell play, and yeah, Soundgarden, Audio Slave.
Oh fuck yeah, man! Like
You know,
Audio Slave
but-
is, in one of my opinions, is like they're fucking
So he
quite
really
possibly
he plays
the most,
a big role
if not
now,
one of
yeah.
the most underrated bands of all fucking
Oh
time.
yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I remember
sure.
hearing like I was when Koch Eyes came out, like fucking I didn't even know. I heard the name Rage Against the Machine, but I had no fucking clue. And then Koch Eyes came on fucking Much Music, fucking back when it played fucking when it even existed. And then I was like, fuck, what is this, man? Like, what is
Such a
this?
rip.
Is-
Audio
Such a
Slave
rip.
has like 10 radio hits. Man, like
That was just their first.
Yeah.
that was just their first
I know,
album.
it was so
They
good.
were,
And you got to give it to
Every
Chris.
song
And they're one of those
That
super
album was
bands. Like they were
insane.
like
Yeah.
Velvet
Chris's
Revolver
vocal
or
range.
whatever. Yeah,
What was
yeah.
that other fucking super
Totally
Super
right.
band with the
Revolver,
Stone
yeah,
Sour
yeah.
guy. Yeah, Velvet
Yeah, yeah.
Revolver. Yeah.
No, Velvet
Oh,
Revolver
with,
Scott Weiland.
Yeah, wasn't he the
Yeah,
Stone
it was
Sour?
Scott
Weiland.
No,
Yeah.
Stone Sour.
with Corey Taylor.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah.
Stone
Yeah,
Sour.
yeah.
Fuck. Jesus, what am
Yeah,
I doing?
what are you
Stone
fucking?
Temple Pilots.
Jesus.
Cut me a break,
same,
man.
Same era.
Fuck.
Same era, right?
I've been cutting you a
totally.
break for years.
No, you
No, I
haven't.
I wonder if there's sects of people where it's like you're either Audio Slave or you're Velvet Revolver.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm Audio
You
Slave.
cannot
man.
accept
No,
the
I'm
other
Audio
one,
Slave.
like-
The thing is, there's the
They're,
like, totally
Soundgarden,
different though,
there's
man.
the
Like-
Soundgarden favorites, and the Audio Slave favorites. Because it's like Chris Cornell blew his voice out in Soundgarden,
Yeah.
but he totally had a higher tone.
He
when
had
was
such a
singing
great range. He had a
with
huge range.
Soundgarden, right? Then he came to Audio
Well-
Slave, but he took on the lyrical aspect of
Yeah.
Zach and introduced Cornell's vocal range.
Oh man,
And I
like,
guess it's so hard to even say that. Even
I
just
love
Chris
Rage
is
Against the
my-
Machine. Like fuck, man. Like, it's just like that. Those guys changed my fucking life.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
and like
Oh, me
fucking,
too, for
they're just insane. And then Audio Slave comes out, and it's like fucking.
It's
It's
different.
that. It's that.
Well,
but then
it
it's
just
fucking.
took
You got
away the
you got
rap. It
vocal
took-
with
you
Velvet.
had
the rap,
you had
and
Tom
it
Morello's
gave-
kind of
You know,
funk
to be
rock,
honest, like
whatever it was, that twist style.
Rage Against the Machine ending was probably it was the perfect time because you know what, like fucking you can only go so far
yeah.
with that. Like fucking like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they could have gone fucking farther and it could have been fucking otherworldly again. But I mean, fucking ending on Battle of Los Angeles was fucking like
That's a good
man,
way
what
to-
a
good
fucking
way
album to
call
end
the
on.
end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and then fucking there's like Tom Morello and Brad Wilk and Tim Comerford are still fucking playing that style, and Chris Cornell comes into play.
Yeah, it's just
It's like
Pretty sweet.
it's like holy fuck.
But as
and,
far
like-
as like the music influence for like writing melodies to our songs, no, there's so many. There's so many vocal influences. Chris Cornell's definitely one of them.
As a Rage fan,
Well, Taylor's just bailed.
yeah, he just bailed.
He just bailed. I know his
He's outta
favorite.
here. Is there
a
Well, I
pretty
was going
girl
to talk
here?
about his favorite band.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna ask him if he was into One Day as a
No, his
Lion.
Taylor's favorite band is Nickelback.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is Taylor's favorite band. Everyone
You
has
can
heard
ask-
it.
You
You
better
can
get
ask
back
Taylor
over here and defend
Blackstock's
yourself.
favorite band is
Like
A lot.
Daughtry?
His
Did you say
hair
Daughtry?
also looks like
Did you say
Itchy Band.
Daughtry?
It's all right, man. I get a nickel back every time I fuck your mom.
hates.
He has
He hates
Itchy
Guns N'
Band
Roses.
hair.
Wait,
Oh yeah, totally.
hang on. Did you say Daughtry?
I said Daughtry.
Remember we were listening today and you were like, who's singing this song? And I said Daughtry, and it was Photograph with Santana and Daughtry.
But I thought it was Shine
what the
Down,
fuck
and
are
I
we
say
talking
it's
about?
Shine Down every time. And I'm so
It was so good.
Did you just
Santana did a
fucking
song with
disrespect
Daughtry.
Shine Down,
I didn't
bro?
mean to, but I always get Daughtry and Shine Down's voices. I always think they sound so similar.
Not cool, bro.
The
Me-
fuck is Daughtry?
Colton and me and
He
the
won American Idol. I know that.
He did.
Right?
That means
He won
nothing to
American
me.
Idol.
was good.
Daughtry's
like
a
a
person.
rapper? I
haven't watched
Daughtry's not a
TV in
band.
Don't listen to Taylor.
Daughtry is Daughtry's
Daughtry's a
man.
person.
He kind of looks like David Draymond.
Bald,
A
isn't
little
he?
bit.
Yeah, he's
or maybe I
bald.
just mixed him up with some
Yeah, you might
I know
have.
who
He's
any
a
of
person
these
though.
people
Wait,
are.
Daughtry's one person.
So Taylor, let's hear about your favorite band of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, fuck. I have an all favorite
Let's hear
band of all
about-
time.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot, buddy,
And you
but
can't say yourself, dickhead.
Well, I'm not a band, you spineless mofo.
Well said, Wheels.
Apparently,
Well
Tyson.
said.
Apparently, Tyson has the clap.
that doesn't say nothing, Will.
Okay, but if you had to put your finger on just one, I
One-
know you have tons of inspirations,
It'd
but
be
just
Tyson's mom.
Fucking.
That's beautiful, man.
She listens to this show, man.
one. Come on,
I
man.
know.
No,
Love
I'm
you,
just kidding.
Sherry.
I'm just kidding. She doesn't.
No hard feelings. I
Yeah.
just gotta,
I've
just
got an
gotta
answer.
rip on your
I've got
son.
an answer
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
okay. She understands.
So before you took off there so abruptly, I asked, as a Rage fan, were you into One Day as a Lion?
Yeah, I didn't catch too much of them, man, but they're fucking super. Like they're super sick.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm also a huge Mars Volta fan.
Yeah.
And it was the fucking drummer from. He was in the first like 3 or 4 Mars Volta albums.
But it was almost like another
I'm pretty
attempt
sure
at Rage.
it's the main
It
Mars
was
Volta
almost.
You know, like, just-
yeah.
I know it wasn't
the way,
Team
like,
Tony Wilder.
it wasn't switched up to do their own thing. It was like
That's usually the
another
argument
attempt
I
at
hear
Rage.
is that it was just like, oh, he's just trying to grasp, straws and.
Well, yeah, like it was like I honestly I do have a couple of their songs, and I think it's great because I'm a huge fan of Rage. I just love the iconic voice that comes along with it. But yeah, I think it was like it was kind of another shot. Like I guess some of us have one style vocal melody, and you
right.
stick to it.
I think like there was a big like I as a guitar player felt there was a big difference between the two. But like I mean when it comes to rapping and like hip hop and all that, like fucking nobody kills it more than Zach De La Rocha. Man, that guy he just slays it.
And how
No
he adds
questions asked.
the two sides of rock and rap,
Yeah.
hip hop together. Like,
Yeah.
who can do that? As
And
well as
and
Top
and then you
Limp
get
Biscuit.
come on,
easy,
Wheels.
bud, easy.
Don't bring up Limpy
do we have to
Biscuits
kick you
here.
out of your own
Hot dog flavored water, you chocolate starfish.
Roll it, buddy, roll it.
Oh, Justin is definitely a chocolate starfish.
Okay, but what is your favorite band, Taylor?
I don't know, man. I can.
There's a gun to your head. Pick a fucking band to listen to, or that's it.
Desert Island Band.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a nicer way of putting it.
Desert. No, you're on a desert island with a guy with a gun to your head. Well, fuck, that makes it a little more intense.
Would it be Led Zeppelin? Would it be
Guns N' Roses.
It's Guns N' Roses.
I feel
Fleetwood
like
Mac,
if it's taken this
CCR,
long
the
to
Hanson
Taylor to pick his
Brothers,
favorite
who
band,
we
he
think?
doesn't have a favorite band.
Actually,
so
to be
hard.
honest, like in recent
No, it's
years,
not. It's fucking super easy.
in recent years, I'd have to say fucking
many good
Rival
ones.
Sons, man.
yeah, Rival Sons?
I remember when I first heard him. Like I
Fair enough.
first heard him when I was working in The Alchemist in fucking England. Like, and I was just washing fucking glasses in a bar at this time. And my buddy, who was fucking, who was also fucking huge into music, fucking, he was just playing these tunes off of his fucking Bluetooth speaker, and I was like, "Fuck, man, who's that, man? That sounds like fucking like new school Led Zeppelin." And he's playing he's like, "Oh, they're Rival Sons," and I checked him out. I was like, "Fuck, man, they got some killer guitar riffs, some fucking great drumming," and like, Normally, I'd say like Desert Island Band, but would be Led Zeppelin. But like in recent years, I mean, I've heard every fucking Led Zeppelin song for the last 15, 16 years. So I'm gonna go with Rival Sons.
Rival Sons?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that choice.
Good choice.
You know, there's such a well-rounded.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I mean, it is hard to pick. I mean, like we did it. We were sounding off on our favorite TV shows and movies and blah blah blah. And it's like, I mean, that could change.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow or next week. It'd be like,
Fuck,
like
absolutely, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
And that's the thing,
So
it's
much
like-
good music out there.
It's like fucking like. I mean, they could like the fucking the guitar soloing work is not nearly as good as some of the other bands that I fucking love. But like the riffing, the songwriting, the engineering, and the producing. It's like you take all the good things that came with modern technology and modern thinking of that, and then you fucking took why did we stray away from Led Zeppelin and fucking like CCR and Guns N' Roses and like all these classic bands? It's like, okay, there's a reason these guys were fucking good.
Well, like listen to like Pressure and Time by Rival Sons.
one of
But then
my favorites.
after Pressure and Time, listen to Jordan, because
Another fucking
it's
great one.
you have the top end of let's get it on,
Yeah.
and then you have the bottom end of let's sit down and listen to a well thought out song.
Yeah, and another point on that.
Let's have
on
a
those-
candlelight dinner before you fuck the shit out of me.
Well, but Jordan is just such
Well,
a
we
beautiful
can, but
tune, right?
I kind of feel like we're too drunk.
Sounds
for
like
that
you're a
now.
little high maintenance, Mitch. Fuck. Sometimes you don't want to go through all that fucking effort.
He gets his knob kissed before getting on stage. He is
Yeah, and he's asking for a nice fucking
I take
dinner.
it back. Mitch
That's
is the
a
prima
fact.
donna of the band.
All right, well, before we get to my favorite fucking band,
Shall
let's do
we
a
Pink
shot of
Whitney?
Pink Whitney.
To the boys.
Cheers.
Boys,
Cheers.
Boys.
tickle my Pink Whitney.
Pass.
I can see your Pink Whitney in those fucking shorts.
Yeah, you fucking can't. That's why I'm always looking to the left.
If we were to take a measuring tape out, so
Guys,
from
don't
the
worry, I
crotch,
taped my junk.
from the
Come on.
crotch
That'd
to
be
where the
shorter
short
than his
ends,
dick,
Jess,
yes.
what the hell?
you've got about a half inch.
Yeah, this is Taylor's girlfriend's fault. That we gotta see his ball sack.
She allows this to happen.
It's her
Well, okay, you want to hear a funny story about the shorts?
Yeah, I do.
Tyson.
Yeah, I do.
So-
I don't have a kid with my missus.
Oh, okay.
I'm allowed to do what I want.
Oh, okay.
He's got us there.
So I
Yeah, he does.
I think it was a Canada Day, and Danny Bates and Taylor got together, and they were wearing their Daisy Dans.
Dan used to
Or
wear
Danny
those fucking
Dukes.
shorts.
Danny
I don't
Dukes.
think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, he
But
did. Danny used to wear those.
So those Danny Dukes, right?
Oh yeah, but I
So then
never wore them
anyways-
at the same time. I don't think.
Taylor had come in. We were putting together a show. I wasn't actually a part of. We weren't in a band together at the time. We were part of separate bands. But anyways, Taylor walks in with these god awful jean shorts, and of course, the first thing I do as a friend is go up and make fun of him. And after that,
Danny said, "Nice shorts."
after that, he comes up to me and he's like, "You just wait, brother. You just wait. These shorts are gonna work better than you know." And sure as shit, after like not even being up on stage for like 20 minutes, there's this gorgeous girl out in the crowd who's just eyeing him up. And I have my hand in my head in my hand because I'm like, this can't be happening. Like,
I know.
good looking girl, go away. And let me prove my point here. But we were lucky enough that those short shorts had grasped Jessica's attention. And now we've got a wonderful photographer in addition to the band. So, I mean, kudos to the short shorts.
Kudos. So I guess we'll get to my favorite band / singer. I'm gonna go with Colin James, and I know it's not a band. He's kind of a band. Colin James, little big band. He's there. He's got a great album called National Steel, which is my favorite album. He's got a song on there called I can't remember what it's called, but it's fucking excellent. I've had a bunch of Pink Whitney, man. Cut me some fucking slack.
You've had
Jesus
2
Christ.
shots of
The
Pink
brain
Whitney.
juices
Come
are-
on.
I've had 3 shots
I think
of
that's
Pink
either
Whitney.
3 or 4, actually.
Yeah, it's about 3 or 4 shots of Pink Whitney, and
We're shocked it
anyway,
hasn't blown up
the
right now.
song is on National Steel, and
I've
it's
only had 2
fantastic.
shots. What did you guys take shots while it was gone?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, probably.
Colin James is a fantastic musician. I saw him live at the Hinton Music Festival there that just happened last summer, and I waited
Is that
all
Wild Mountain?
Yeah, I waited
Nice.
all fucking night for. I showed up like 3 in the afternoon, and I watched all kinds of stuff happen. My son the whole time is like, "Dad, I want to go home," and I'm like, "Yeah, but we can't because Colin James hasn't been on yet." and he's like, he's been there for like 2 hours, like 3 hours, like 4 hours. He's like, "Dad, I just want to go home." I'm like, "But son, Colin James hasn't been on. You know, you came here to see Colin James." And Colin James goes on, and I got him on my shoulders, and the guy just rocked the fuck out of this show.
Nice.
It was everything I'd hoped for seeing Colin James live. He sounded dead on to the CD. His voice was like, the guy's like 50 something years old by now, and he's just still so fucking good.
Nice.
And live was excellent. And
That's a big thing that I'm a huge advocate for is like,
if they're good live,
and not just that, but like you have to be able to reproduce what you sound like on fucking CD, man.
Yeah.
Because I've listened to some guys, and they're out like to listen to some albums that come out, and I'm like, there's 3 of you in a band, and there's fucking like 10 instruments being played right now.
yeah.
Like, come on, like there's like, okay, I get it. You're going for the pop radio angle, and then like fucking whatever. Who cares? I don't care. I'm a musician. I don't give a shit. But like, if anybody who actually gives a fuck about the music industry or going to see a show goes to see you, they're gonna be like, wow, I'm never going back.
Yeah.
Or they won't even fucking try you in the first place, man.
That's how I feel about the Deftones.
The Deftones, yeah.
I saw the Deftones with Incubus, and I wish
Oh, fuck.
Incubus had have opened because I would have fucking left after Incubus. I like the Deftones like albums.
Yeah.
I would never pay to see them live again.
Just overproduced albums.
It was
and,
yeah, and then they couldn't do it live, and I don't know if like maybe I mean they're a big band, like maybe I don't know, they were fucked up and going through like a rough patch or something. Like Chino did get
happens.
pretty
It
big there. He
happens,
did
man.
balloon up a little bit.
You got to keep it raw and real, right? Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you can't play it on stage, don't write it in the studio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
That's actually a big thing about us in this band. Is like, yeah, like fucking like I use a lot of like you have to like there's a lot of things that you have to fucking layer just to get that fucking just to get that
Prominence
sound
behind it, yeah.
right.
Yeah, but you guys sound just as good
Yeah.
live as you like.
And
you
that's
sound
the-
you sound
and
better
that's the
live.
thing.
And we're not
You
trying
know,
to sugarcoat it.
No,
either.
we're
This
not,
is
and that's
us,
the
this
thing
is
is
who
like
we are. It's
we
raw,
don't even
it's-
like a lot of songs we don't even use we don't use a click track,
Yeah.
except for maybe a count in, because I mean like fucking we're human, man.
You're
like
musicians.
fucking tempo is supposed to shift about between like 5 beats per minute unless you're a fucking jazz Nazi
And-
from the movie fucking. What is it? Whiplash. Like, unless you're some fucking jazz Nazi or classical Nazi, like.
Well, when it comes down to it, it's just what you said is free
have
flow
feeling,
of a
man.
song. Like the verse, just because it's a verse and it's the same kind of guitar playing, drums, bass, vocal melody.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that the timing needs to. Like everybody focuses on that. Oh, let's have a bridge here. Let's do this. Let's do that. No.
Yeah.
Let's fuck with the timing, just so minorly that it changes the verse. a
Yeah,
little bit.
and not even that. I mean, like fucking like there's so many songs of ours where it's like instead of writing like so many people will be focused on writing a bridge where it's like you have a chord change or a key change. It's like, well, instead, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a dynamic change.
Yeah.
I love dynamic changes. One of my
they're
favorite
great,
things
man.
in the world.
Like fucking like dirt on my face that we recorded last night with you guys. Like
And we have that on. Actually, it's up on our YouTube. If you
Yeah.
want to check it out, it's up on our YouTube. Search Wheels Blues Podcast on
Yeah.
YouTube, and we have Cozen Indigo rehearsing.
Give it a good
dirt on my
fucking
face.
thumbs up, like too.
Yep, give it a like.
Subscribe.
You bet.
Do all that fancy
It's very
internet
good.
schmarbage.
And I love that dynamic change, like where you bring it up and you bring it up and you bring it up and then you just drop the floor out from it.
Like like Dirt on My Face originally, like we
Yeah,
did.
it goes into the bass and the drums there.
Yeah,
On that
actually, it
second
really
verse,
was. I think
yeah.
I mentioned it to you last
Yeah,
night
yeah.
when we were playing, or when you guys were playing, and I was recording that the drums and the bass, when the floor gets dropped out and like the vocals stop and the guitar stops and all that's left is the bass and the drums, and the bass is like triple kicking. That might have, sorry if that hit the recording, but the bass is triple kicking and the bass is triple kicking at the same time, and it's just. It was
perfect.
It was so
keeps-
good.
It keeps the
Yeah,
flow
that-
alive enough that the song doesn't stop, but it's enough of a break where you can almost just drop your shoulders and just like kind of group.
Yeah, but
side
like
to side.
the rhythm of the song is just still driving.
Yeah,
it's
it
still
is, right?
driving.
And the good thing, the thing that I love, like originally that song, we played it like we played it. I mean, obviously between the verse choruses, there's less gas, but like fucking this actually, like, it was maybe a month before we got into the studio, we decided like the first after the first verse and chorus, this I think it was the second verse.
Yeah.
Koltin cuts out his rhythm guitar playing, and then I cut to just playing like fucking offhands, like answer call style
Yeah,
leads to
licks,
his vocals, and we just decided, and I honestly it just suited the fucking song so well.
You can do it
because there's no bridge in that song. But it's just like the dynamic change kind of fucking splits it up. And I mean, the song was only three and a half minutes, but like with that dynamic change, it kind of makes it feel like it's a lot longer.
Yeah.
Because it's
Definitely.
like adding another part with really not adding another part. You're actually taking things away.
And a lot of that, like that in music, like the bass is always like this driving force behind the whole song. And if it isn't there, you fucking miss it. And it's not always that you notice it standing out, but if it isn't there, you fucking are like, what the fuck? Something's missing. And if you give that, like the bass and the drums, like the rhythm, a chance to shine through, you really appreciate it. Like, you really appreciate it.
And not just that, but like fucking like, and Mitch is fucking super good at this, is like taking a bass line that could be fucking like, you could just play it full on and actually like just giving it space by making it like staccato, like fucking like short, and fucking pronounced and more aggressive, and actually like you're creating more space in the song, even though you're fucking maybe like playing a little bit harder. Or he's really fucking good at that. It's like taking like a bass line and then morphing it slightly for a breakdown.
Yeah, this is like what I was listening to last night, and what we do have on recording, which is up on our YouTube, is very like the bass was great, the drums are great, the guitar was great, the vocals are great.
Yeah,
it all sounded really good.
We had what? How many? Like we had.
That was like the third take.
Yeah, the third take on Dirt on My Face, and it was fucking.
Yeah, it was like the
there.
third take.
It was there.
Yeah, it was there.
Solid.
And like I gotta say, Taylor, like you're one of my favorite guitar players, man. Like you were goddamn good. Like goddamn good. And like but your dad is good too. And like so when you were young,
totally
like,
different, but
totally different. Like your dad is a completely different style, but he's an excellent musician. And so like when you were young, this influence. Thanks, Koltin, for the Glutenberg.
Hashtag Glutenberg.
Hashtag Glutenberg for us celiacs out there.
Steve Glutenberg.
There we go. Your old man was playing guitar when you were young, right? And like so,
I grew up around it. Like,
Yeah,
there's
so-
a picture of like his profile picture. I'm fucking like 2 years old, and he's holding a guitar playing it.
yeah, like your dad is big into music. He's always been big into music, and he was in this town. He's a well-known person in the music scene.
Yeah. Oh, he's one of the few people in town that's seen Led Zeppelin live,
Yeah.
and the Beatles.
That's a very small
fucking
minority
Yeah, you think.
that hold that.
My dad saw Led Zeppelin the first time they came to Canada. I think it was shortly after Led Zeppelin 2. If not, it was right before. And he saw them at a club called the El Macombo in Toronto.
Yes, he
Wow.
fucking did. I used to frequent that club.
Or no, it wasn't it? No, sorry.
Lee's Palace.
No, sorry, I fucked up. It's not the El Macombo. I was thinking of Steve Ray Vaughan used to play out there all the time. It was actually a club called the Rock Pile.
Ooh, I don't think
It was
that one.
No, it closed in the 70s.
Okay.
So like
So I
none of us
definitely
would fucking know.
Well, I missed that by a couple of years.
I'd like to say I would have done like some pretty dirty things to see Led Zeppelin at the Macambro, but I would have. Oh no, wait, at the Rock Pile.
Yeah.
But I would have done a lot of things to see Stevie Ray Vaughan live.
Oh, fuck,
And I mean,
man.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude,
man.
he would be.
Fuck.
He was like featured because he was on the marquee, and like it was his name, like it would just be there.
Oh man, I
And
remember
Stevie
when
Ray Vaughan is blues legend.
Oh yeah. I remember when I fucking really like first got into this first got into Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I was fucking looking up fucking videos and band photos of him, and there's like a picture of him in fucking Montreux, like sitting on the fucking like the stage fucking railing, just sitting off with his legs hanging, fucking playing a fucking guitar, and there's like 20,000 just fucking chicks in the fucking. I was like, no fucking blues player ever had any chicks. What are you talking about?
But that guy, like, if you watch that guy play live, all you see is like
all
it's
the soul.
effortless. It's effortless.
Oh, yeah.
he's completely effortless, and he's playing the most complex shit you could imagine. It would make your fucking blood pressure spike just trying to figure out how he's doing it. And he's just loading the shit up, like playing a half step low, just fucking loading this guitar solo. And I mean, he wasn't much of a singer, but he had like the musical knowledge to just make his singing work.
Yeah,
in the song,
that's
he's like Bob Dylan too.
Well,
Like,
he
how
could
much-
play all the right notes to accompany his shitty voice.
and his
And you know what
Right?
the thing is?
probably
Is
the
like,
best tone I've ever heard.
hey man, like to be honest,
No
the guy
comment.
never really, the guy never really sang out of pitch.
No, he never did.
He just had fuck all for range.
yeah. He sang
And
exactly
the thing is like
where
his
he needed to
his
be.
idol was Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
So like we've
Hendrix.
all heard Jimi Hendrix is
is not a
singing.
good singer.
They're
No.
the same. They're the
He
same.
wasn't
yeah.
a singer.
No,
No,
He
not at
wasn't
all.
a singer.
Not
he
at
was a
all.
fucking legend, but he was definitely no singer, man.
But he was not a singer.
I mean, like fucking. I'd almost go out on a limb and say Jim Morrison was a better singer than that
well,
guy.
he was a poet, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's apples and oranges at the end of the day.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
That's what music is. It's just a whole bunch of fucking assorted fruits.
Music, yeah.
That's a fact. It's
very true.
That's a fact.
Yep.
well, so on favorite band. So who's your favorite band besides Silverchair?
For me, Silverchair. You know what? All right, so this is funny enough.
Oh, who said
So, all
Silverchair?
right, so listen to this. So,
I just
Where's
assumed,
Aaron? Where's Skinny?
no,
He'd have
so
something to say about this.
Silverchair. No, you guys don't actually understand that. I went to high school in a place called Newcastle,
That's a
which is
made-up
where
place.
Silverchair are from. And I actually went to a school called the Hunter School of Performing Arts, where I played guitar. And I was a part of this school, which was 10 minutes walk away from where Daniel Johns grew up.
Really?
He was the lead singer of Silverchair.
You guys have to put or play "Tomorrow" by Silverchair just to
Fucking great
give the
song.
people,
I'll play
just
that.
give the people a taste. I'll just play it in my mic right now quickly, but this is Silverchair.
Frog Stomp.
Only
I grew up
like
on
10
It
seconds.
was like, so my brother had that album, and I mean, as a kid, that would definitely be one of the ones
So
I
I
would
was
steal.
going to high school when they were like doing like Neon Ballroom.
Yeah.
And the next album, because that like Frog Stomp was around like 96, 98.
96, 97, and then no, it would have been earlier because that Freak Show, which came, I was in like
And
grade
then
8
Neon
when Freak
Ballroom.
Show came out,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
and then
and then
Neon
Neon
Ballroom.
Ballroom.
I was in high school. So
Anyway, so I've met Daniel Johns a few times in my
I fucking love Silverchair.
Yeah,
like
brilliant artist, man, and brilliant people. Everyone that is a part of that band is wonderful human. But I had the luxury of going to Hunter School of Performing Arts, and we ended up getting a full theater, and we were hosting some of these great bands in the later 2000s, right? And it was wonderful. And to be able to hear, you know, some Canadians right now talking about Silverchair, it really sparks my flame. Right?
I'm showing my musical.
They were like
not
they were a
knowledge.
90s hit though. Silverchair played on the radio in Jasper, man. Like I
No,
remember
dude,
growing up as a kid.
I completely
and that song
agree.
"Tomorrow" by Silverchair. That was the first Silverchair song I had ever heard. Was
You gotta wait.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, no,
You gotta wait till tomorrow, fat boy. That's the
showing-
moral of the
that's it.
story.
This is my lack of
water
musical
is
knowledge.
fucking hard to swallow.
I did not know that Silverchair was
you know,
Australian.
The water,
You didn't know they were Australian?
I didn't know they're
that.
Australian either.
Oh, fuck! They're Australian, man.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
I grew up right next to them.
I did not know that.
Right
no.
next to them.
Okay.
That's like my go-to whenever I meet an Australian. It's like, so how much do you fucking love Silverchair?
Well, I
monuments to them all over
I've
the
met
country.
all of the artists.
That's awesome.
Hey, my go-to is like, if you're an Australian and I meet you, I'm like, how much do you love the word cunt? And they're like, I fucking love it. You can't imagine.
vulgar.
Yeah.
That's too vulgar.
Cunt is a wonderful word.
Yeah, they're all Australians.
And it has many
What was his
reasons.
name?
It's like in term of endearment at some point. You know, it's like
It is?
Well, in
who is
Australia,
that? Who's that Aussie? Who's that Aussie comedian who sang the song? Cause you can't say cunt in Canada.
Jim Jeffries.
It wasn't Jim Jeffries.
It wasn't Jim Jeffries.
Older
Was it
Aussie
Carl
comedian. Might have been Carl Barron, but.
Carl Barron is fucking.
You know what? It's so true. North America, as soon as you say cunt, it just strikes.
It's
It breaks glass. Like, it
every
just smacks
like
it.
this-
every
It's
woman
like
in
the
North America
sound.
is like, ugh, please don't say that.
It's the sound. Like it's the sound.
It is. It's like a hard cut and a hard.
You made the word.
You know what that-
Yeah.
Wait. Do you
on
want to
the
hear it
end
from an
really
Aussie right now?
strikes.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
You're a fucking mad cunt.
Which means you're wicked as fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Or
I know
you're
what
a
it
good
means.
cunt.
Yeah.
Mad cunt.
You're a mad cunt.
You're a great cunt.
Well, from
Yeah.
Canadians to Australians, I
Australia,
appreciate that.
man, it's got some cool shit, man. Like I worked with tons of Australians. I dated an Australian at some point, and it was just all like, you know,
Their native tongue is
I'm all
great.
I'm all in the lingo, man. You know, like I know about going to the bottle-o. I know about throwing the.
Yeah,
you go to the
fuck
bottle-o,
yeah.
you get some brews. You
You
throw
go
it
to
in
the
esky,
servo. It's all
you know,
good.
yeah.
Put it in the esky.
Yeah, you
Fucking
put it in the
oath.
esky. You know,
Fucking
like,
earth cunt.
yeah, it's fucking. You know, I'm on skits mission. and all
Smoking
this stuff.
Daries, mate.
Yeah,
Give me
fucking
a-
smoking those Darrens, man.
Yeah.
And if fucking I got a pack of Winnie Blues. I always
Oh,
got.
give
Yeah,
me a
fucking
ciggy, give me a
blues, bro.
fag.
Yeah, fucking she's schizo, motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
It's
fuck.
all good.
There's a few Pink Whitneys
Don't you
and Mitch
fucking
goes
worry,
full
yeah.
Aussie. There you go.
Don't you fucking worry. Man,
Full
it's been a
Aussie.
couple of years, dude. I've been assimilating to Canadian
Yeah.
and like, no, all of a sudden I can actually be an Australian.
Yeah, fucking Canadians
See,
love the
yeah.
Australians, man.
Even though I'm an illegal fuck that's paying
I'm surprised.
taxes,
There's a
but
lot of
whatever,
Australians.
It's
Yeah.
all good.
You're more than
you're
welcome here, mate.
assimilated.
It's fucking
Yeah,
yeah.
cheers,
Fuck
guys.
yeah. Love having
times,
Australians
good
around,
times.
man. They, you know,
There is a lot of Australians
liven
here,
up
though,
the
so you
place.
must feel
yeah,
at
they
home.
do.
you know?
They really do. And they show you the Big Les show, and then you're like, holy fuck,
Oh,
the Big
yeah.
Les show
Big
is
Les
fucking
show,
amazing.
fucking time,
What an
eh?
amazing show that is.
a hit off the volcano bone.
Hey, fucking sassy, mate.
Sassy, mate.
And then Clarence, he goes in, he's like, yeah, I'll have a
Fucking
$1.
Clarence.
I'll have a $1 scratchy. He's like, yeah.
You guys wished you could fucking smoke heroin, but you just don't
I just want a
you
triple
just
snipper,
don't
mate.
have
You
it.
give me a triple snipper, I'll be all right. Hey, why you call it a triple snipper? Well,
Well,
Gather around, you cunts.
Yeah, 2 weeks. He's like, whoa, what the fuck?
oh, fuck you, sassy.
Oh, well, yeah, you took a trip of snipper.
yeah, no, cunt, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, fuck
No, yeah.
What a great show.
I left school in year 2. Thought I'd do something with my life.
So have we got to your favorite band yet? How, like I was away.
Yeah, what's Daniel's favorite band?
Daniel's his favorite band? Okay,
It's the
buddy.
Beatles.
I fucking
it's,
knew it.
It's just
I
it's
knew
the
it.
Beatles.
Fuck
But I
the
mean,
Beatles.
but
It's an
really,
access other.
the Beatles of all bands, because Daniels, you know what? I would have took you for more of a rock guy.
So you know what? Like I love. So if this was 1999 or the year 2000, we were in high school. It's Limp
Limp
Bizkit.
Bizkit.
But I mean, like Weezer, Soundgarden. I fucking love Fred.
You're a
Durst.
Fred Durst kind of guy.
I had a red Yankee hat, and I wore it fucking proudly with my baggy khakis and my.
I get it, man.
Did you wear it backwards too?
Fucking blame me.
Of course,
believe
dude.
it,
it
buddy.
doesn't go forwards.
No.
There's
They don't
only
make them. You
one
can't put it
direction.
on. You can't put it on.
It says flexi fit backwards.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like the Foo Fighters. I love the Foo
yeah.
Fighters.
The fucking Foo Fighters, man. Holy shit.
So it really depends. But if it was a gun to my head, and you can only pick one, that the Beatles are coming with me.
Okay, yeah.
And
I
great
knew
choice
you were gonna
because
pick it.
listen to how much dynamic they had. Like, listen to Drive My Car, which
Yeah.
is kind of rock and roll, kind of
Helter
beach
Skelter,
music.
very heavy. You know, there's
Right?
some heavy tunes.
Listen to how
they
much
had
pure
so-
genius came out of that.
Even
band.
on Abbey Road, there's I Want You, She's So Heavy. That's a
Yeah.
great heavy tune. And
Yeah.
You can get lost in so much of it. You can get lost in the music, or you can get lost in the lyrics. You can get lost in the weird noises that are
Yeah,
going on in the
yeah.
background.
that
There's a lot
like the
going
stuff
on.
from '66, like on Revolver. I mean, like as
Beatles
a
are
former,
fucking amazing,
Yeah,
man.
they are amazing, and it's
How
I
many-
saw
As
Paul
far as a
McCartney
boy
live,
band, they are the best boy band
Are they-
of
so do
all
you consider
time.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
they
Absolutely.
wrote excellent music themselves.
So they're the original boy band. Is that what we're saying?
I would
Oh
say
yeah,
so.
absolutely. Because
Absolutely.
those early days, there was no. There
No.
was like you get like two cuts of like the A side.
You know,
and,
like this is in sync back in like 1960,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Like these guys are fucking everything.
So
and
is Elvis Presley
so
like
far
the
from-
original? I guess like
Justin Timberlake.
Well, I
Sure.
think
I mean, he was in
similar.
a boy
I
band
think
too.
similar to Hendrix. I think the Beatles kind of were all about
So
Presley.
So what would
Yeah.
the equivalence of Hendrix be then? If the
To
Beatles
what?
were like a boy band, what would?
Okay, it doesn't exist anymore.
The Weekend, maybe. I
I don't know.
Dude, you do not say
You
that
gotta-
about Jimi Hendrix. That is not cool.
You know, as far as Hendrix goes, because he was lead guitar. He was guitar influenced. The vocals came second, always.
Yeah.
I don't think to this day, there, in our era, there is.
I kind of think Santana might be close.
But
No, but
I
he-
don't know, man.
No, but he
Just-
doesn't sing.
when does
though.
Santana sing?
He doesn't sing.
Right? So like,
Not even about the sitting, the singing. It's just where Hendrix takes like the music.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've read interviews for him where he's talking about he's not even talking about hearing music.
Yeah.
He's seeing like colors,
Yeah.
as sounds as colors, and
the guy,
really.
and he's only on like 3 tabs of acid at that point.
you know, and even then, like a lot of the whatever misconception I think is that he did do a lot of drugs. When the reality of it is he's just a little different.
He
You
was,
know?
but
Yeah,
he did do a lot of
He's
drugs.
a little different, and he played fucking music his own way without anybody telling him that it was wrong.
Dude,
He
that
was
guy-
the one musician that just like it's just like back when they had Woodstock, and Jimi Hendrix comes on bright and early in the morning and starts playing their national anthem, and it took everybody from Woodstock out of this amazing musical shift to realize, oh yeah, our world is in a mass war right now. Like we're, this music and peace for days. And then Jimi Hendrix brings you back to what the world is actually going through, plays the national anthem, and just he brings in like war sounds, like planes going down, gunshots, all out of his guitar. So he brings all of these people who are there for love and peace back to reality in an instant.
Yep.
You know
So
what?
as
You know
far
what?
as being a musician like that, I think he's one of a kind.
You know what Hendrix was? He was like the reverse British invasion. Like the British invasion was going on. A lot of acts from Europe, like Britain and like even the rest of Europe coming over to America to make their mark and all this kind of thing. And
Rolling Stones, yeah.
Yeah, and Hendrix. I think the Rolling Stones were after this, but Hendrix like meets the guy from the Animals, and they
Eric
start
Burdon.
kind of hanging out in New York. And then he's
And
like,
then
you
the
got to.
Monkees.
Yeah, you got to come to Europe. So he takes Hendrix to Europe, and he goes to the British music scene, which is at the time featuring like Eric Clapton and Cream and Jeff Beck and these kind of guys. And Eric Clapton hears Jimi Hendrix play some fucking music, and he's like, "Fuck, man!" And then what Eric Clapton was, because at the time he was kind of like a cocky asshole. And he goes,
No.
yeah. So he goes to Hendrix and he's like, what the fuck are you trying to do, man? Like, we're trying to make a band here. We're trying to make a name for ourselves. And here you are, just the fucking most amazing fucking shit we've ever heard. Just get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are you doing? And Hendrix is just like, fuck, man. Like, I'm just over here.
Can make you cry with a guitar. He
He could. But like at the time, Eric Clapton heard Jimi Hendrix and he went like, Jesus Christ.
Fucking guy lit his goddamn gitbox on
like,
fire.
Jesus Christ.
There's
like,
competition, yeah.
yeah, like, fuck.
Yeah, I'd be fucking pissed.
Kind of like,
too.
how do you
There's
follow
some
that?
interesting stories that come out of that era, like the late 60s.
And I've read both. I've read Jimi Hendrix's biography written by somebody else and Eric Clapton's autobiography, and I read both sides of it, and it was both sides kind of said
You
Eric
know what
Clapton
the
was
beautiful
like,
thing
fuck
is?
off.
Was
like,
that with or without your glasses?
you know
The
what
beautiful thing is about that era, though, is that like music was timeless in the sense that we know so much about who these artists were, what they wrote, what they were going for, as we're in today's kind of society where we're so absorbed by multimedia and everything else. Like, how many bands can we all say that we've got into so hard that we know just as much about them as we do Jimi Hendrix, the Beatles, any of these old 60s, 70s era bands where like music was more the real thing, you know? It wasn't what it is today.
Yeah, but
certainly.
well, you know what, to be
that's one of my.
I agree.
Well, I was just gonna say that was one of my big hang-ups about I'm so quick to like, well, I'm gonna open up Spotify and see what's up, and it's just like I just find myself typing in like the '60s power ballads and going to that because you know what you're gonna get.
And there's so
those
much
fucking bands
associated
were
with
so
it.
good. Yeah.
You know
There's
what?
there's so much culture associated just with one band.
Yeah.
You know what? Not just that, but like fucking so like to put like I know it might sound a little condescending, like coming from but to put things into perspective to somebody who's not a professional in the industry is like originally, like when Pink Floyd was writing songs with fucking synths, to have a synth, you had to have almost like a whole wall of fucking modules. Like LFOs and fucking like VCAs going to trigger other fucking shit like that. That gets really complicated, just so that you could have just to have a synth. Whereas now, like with the digital age, is like it allows guys like us who actually fucking love music for being like as organic as it can be, to make organic fucking music. But it also allows for fucking, Kanye West.
Except Taylor
There's
rips
nothing
me
wrong
off.
with that either.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
and you know what?
There isn't.
Fuck,
But
let's not
there's
get
a
into
certain
this.
point where it's like,
No,
There
well,
has to be a disconnect between because Kanye West, the person, yeah, he's a piece of shit.
yeah, but
Kanye
you know what?
West, the
Kanye West
musician,
doesn't know shit about music.
Now, Kanye
No,
West
you can't
sucks.
He's
say
a
that.
businessman.
No,
I don't like. I think Kanye
I'm
West
gonna
is
go ahead
wanna
and
get
say that.
Yeezy?
He does not suck.
You don't want to get
because you have
Yeezy
Homecoming.
right now.
I
Homecoming
think
was
Kanye
such
West
a great
is a
fucking
shit.
album.
Yeah,
he talked
his music
like
sucks.
one of
Yeah,
my
but did he
favorite
do
songs
any
by
of
him is
the
"Touch the Sky,"
instrumentation?
just because.
Fuck
Did
Kanye
he do
West.
any of the instrumentation on that? I guarantee
No,
you no.
of course
Yeah,
he
but
All
did.
also-
Kanye
fuck
West
no.
did, he got huge. He ripped off Ray Charles.
Yeah,
and it
no,
was like
but-
the biggest song in the fucking world.
come on.
And then everybody didn't even know that was a Ray
Touch
Charles
the
song.
Sky was first before Gold Digger. So the thing is,
To
is that
Whitney.
he
Yes.
he did a lot of things, and you know what? But we're rock and rollers. We're not rappers.
You know what? I think I want to get into one more
Tyson,
person's
where's your
favorite
shot? Come
band.
on. What's going on?
I want to
here,
get
buddy?
into one more person's favorite band before we get on to our second song. We're gonna hear a second song by Cozen Indigo. Jess, what's your favorite band?
Well,
Okay,
you
well,
gotta
come
come
over
up
here,
here and say
please,
that into
and
the microphone.
tell us a
She's
little
a
bit about.
Chester fan. She's a Chester fan.
Okay, come over here, please, and tell us a
Rest
little
in
bit
peace.
about your favorite band.
That was another sad day.
Hi.
Yeah,
Hi, this is Jess.
not too far.
This
off.
is our
Will you,
photographer.
will you introduce yourself,
Slash
please? a little
Taylor's
bit?
lovely girlfriend.
Well, I'm Jess. I'm from Switzerland, but I live in Canada. And I'm a photographer, and I love Linkin Park.
Okay.
Cozen Indigo fan as well.
And
I think she's a
yes.
pretty massive Cozen Indigo fan, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to kiss his ass. He's already here.
He's already got the short
No, I
shorts
say
on,
that.
Jeff.
I say that
Jesus
for you,
Christ.
Justin.
At
Speaking
one
of the
point, we
Beatles,
did.
though, you're like the Astrid Kirchner of Cozen Indigo.
Ashton Kutcher.
No, Astrid
I was like,
Kitchener. She was like a photographer.
is she pranking us this entire
that,
time?
that took those early pictures of the Beatles back in like the early '60s in Hamburg,
Yeah.
and
I didn't know. Okay.
She was, fuck, who was the
it's a
guy?
compliment.
She is
She
though.
was like-
She
it was
totally
like,
is.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
the girlfriend
She
of the
brought us
drummer who
together.
was filling in.
In a big way.
That's who it
well,
was.
I mean, the bet.
No, she was the
My
drummer
favorite
before
example-
Ringo. It was his girlfriend, right?
No,
Oh, I'm way
no,
off.
the bass player.
The bass player. That was
Yes, Stu.
So
that was
my
Paul
like I said
McCartney.
earlier in the podcast, like in Colton's profile picture is what are her pictures. Mine is one of hers, and like if you
Yeah,
go to
they're
the
great pictures.
yeah, and if you go to the Cozen
Yeah, Jess
Facebook
never
page,
took a single photo with me, so that's fine.
Yes.
but she took
Why is
video.
that,
Because
Jess?
necessarily to the Canadian government, he is not here.
Yeah, he's not here. He's not here. He doesn't exist.
Please never disclose these photos of me.
Okay.
Hashtag Australia.
He's actually just a
We
blank.
always get
image.
a stunt bass man for those
There you
photos.
do. There you do.
But honestly, yeah, kudos to you, Jess, because live action
Yeah, so
shots,
many.
just being able to capture a moment. I never realized how hard of a thing it is until, hey, everybody became photographers when they got, smartphones. And how many of you do suck at it? Because I am one of those photographers. I can play music. I can't take a photo worth shit. Even if I try my hardest.
I can do both.
I can't even take a selfie.
What do you mean?
I can't take a good
What are you
selfie, but
talking about,
Jess,
man?
Jess will capture
Speak for
you
yourself,
in your best
bro.
moments. Like I've got such a power vocal stance that she just captured perfectly.
You've got to fade. You can take a fucking selfie. What are you
I
talking about?
can't take a selfie. Ask Silken. Ask
he's
my
the
girlfriend
singer,
Silken.
man.
I am the worst photographer ever.
just
Ask her
hundreds of
that.
pictures of his thumb out
she will agree with me.
Yeah, but you just-
1,000%.
You've got a
He's got
photogenic.
some cracked
Wait.
nails.
He's got a photogenic chin. It's fine.
And then he covered up with a beard.
just like Zac Efron.
But you know
Yeah.
what? I love capturing the moments, like when you see live music and you can just capture that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I agree.
I just love it. Yeah.
Well, and yeah, but
Oh,
you
you-
jumped into it
Yeah.
so well though, because like Taylor was saying earlier, you're more of a landscape photographer,
Yeah,
still
correct.
image, as we're jumping around like crazy lunatics, and somehow you get us when we've stabilized and are doing our thing.
And you're doing something awesome. It's
Yeah.
not like he
Yeah,
caught you when
yeah.
you're
That's
just
your
it.
shirt's up and your fucking belly's out. It's
No.
like she's caught you when you're just like,
No, Tyson, none of us
Yeah,
have
she-
kids.
With the
oh,
microphone.
so you don't have belly.
Capturing a moment,
You'll
folks,
get there,
is a
sir.
hard
You'll get
thing.
there.
There's
that's
some
what the second
iconic.
thing
I
is.
mean,
Nothing to do with kids. Just get older.
like rock, or even just like music photography
you might
in
get
general.
older, but I've
is,
looked like this since I was 22.
you see the world differently, for sure. It's something else.
What's your photography influence? Like, what makes you interested in photography?
You know what? I picked up a DSLR camera in 2016 and I started. So before that, I just had phone, like an old camera, like old stuff, but nothing really fancy. And yeah, I just started and fell in love with it. Yeah.
I feel like we should have been interviewing her this whole time.
I know. It's way more.
I agree.
It's about the music,
I
so
agree.
you guys
I
keep
agree.
going.
Way more interesting than these fucking jackasses.
Photography episode coming up.
Yeah, I want to say...
We'll have you
Hey,
back.
Jess, you
I
want to be on the
traveled-
next episode? Because, Jesus,
Maybe,
this is fucking
yeah.
interesting as all
But I
hell.
want to say I traveled for Linkin
drummer
Park
didn't turn
from
up.
Jasper to Winnipeg.
But the photographer
Ceiling
did.
and heart.
Yes, with the train.
That's dedication.
With the train.
Going to Winnipeg to do anything is
Right?
fucking
So,
dedication.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So, hey,
You know what's dedication is going through Winnipeg to get to Toronto
I thought you were going to say being with you.
It takes many days
on the
to get there,
train.
yeah.
So I think we're gonna get into a second song right about now from Cozen Indigo.
Oh,
Taylor,
yeah.
do you want to do the honors here?
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a live cut from what we did last night.
Love it.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do dirt on my face. Dirt on Koltin's face.
Was the first one Love It?
So yeah.
No, what was the
So-
first?
I thought it was Dirt on My Face.
We're gonna do Dirt on My Face, and this song is basically like kicking things over, but you've got your girl, your ride or die beside you, or your man, or your whatever, whoever the love of your life is right beside you, and you guys are going for it. You're kicking shit over, you're pushing the pedal to the metal. That's what Dirt on My Face is about for me.
Okay. Well, let's fucking hear it.
Walking around with dirt on my face. One told me you're sweet little disgrace. Everything I want and everything I need. Everything your daddy don't want you to be. Oh, I'm down on my knees, begging you please. Oh no, can I get you on the left side of my right? You're walking around with dirt on your face. You want to be my sweet little disgrace. Everything I want and everything I need. Everything your mommy don't want you to be. Oh, down on my knees, begging you please. Oh no, you wanna sit on the right side of my right.
Fuck. That was just some good shit, boys.
Another good one.
Excellent.
good-
Excellent.
That was actually the one that you guys just heard out there was the one that we have kind of when they were rehearsing. It's up on our YouTube, and we have them playing kind of live up there. So go to our YouTube, and you can watch Cozen Indigo be playing live, rehearsing "Dirt on My Face," and it's
Smash that goddamn
Fuck.
subscribe button.
God
on any
damn.
YouTube
Both
page
of us.
we tell you to
All
visit.
of it.
Jesus
all of
Christ.
All of it.
and go on Apple Music and download Cozen Indigo's album, and go on Spotify and
It's
download
worth
it there
it.
too.
It's totally worth it.
I want to know what you guys have coming down the pipe.
Yeah,
What you
what's
guys have
going on here, guys?
like,
What's
in
next?
the future?
More
Man,
music.
you're talking to a bunch of guys who like just fucking ride by the seat of their pants in this industry and fucking have a whole lot of fun. And we're just fortunate that we have two fucking world class sound engineers and everybody in this band.
And the best
are-
looking lead singer in the business.
And
We're very
literally
fortunate.
we're
Very
literally
fortunate.
like
At least the
it
most
sounds
pretentious.
like I know we sound like a bunch of arrogant fucking shitheads, but I mean
Maybe you do.
we
Maybe.
pretty
Are
sure
we
we've
We
all-
work hard for this. We work hard for this.
everybody
Yeah.
in this band has spent the majority of their life trying to be the best at what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've got like 50 years between all
So-
of us combined experience.
Yeah.
And
So
It's
you guys
pretty
have
insane.
so you guys have an EP out already, and it's
Yeah.
called Cozen Indigo, and it's available on Apple Music
Yeah.
and Spotify and other musical. Where else is it available?
Oh,
Is that it?
And no, it's available on multiple different platforms.
So you can go and download it out
You
there.
can literally you can Google Cozen Indigo and wherever
come up.
whatever country
Okay.
you're in, it will more than likely direct it to a platform that you can either stream it or buy it from. That's a big advantage of because we went through CD Baby, which is fucking those guys are amazing. They're the largest independent label in the world, and essentially what you do is like you give them it's a one-time fee that you pay them, and they'll distribute your music digitally and physically as well.
So
you
how
can
many-
buy it off the CD Baby site.
How many shares do you own of CD Baby?
None.
Oh,
I just
I was gonna say.
it's just awesome.
You're making a bit.
It's just it's
like
to me
a-
it's
it's like a
awesome as a
promotion.
musician. It's as a musician seeing other musicians being ripped off so much in time that like it's awesome to see an independent label that's just like, hey, you just give us a
Helping everybody.
one-time fee and fuck, you're on Spotify. It's like you might not make a shit ton of royalties. You might
Yeah.
not do all the, but like you just pay one-time fee and it's all distributed.
Okay.
And they'll take care of
Okay.
everything, and they send you a check.
Do
Okay,
they do
so-
do they do podcasts?
No,
Come on, Wheels. Jesus Christ.
I
Wheels,
wish, but
Wheels
big
wants
shout
a
out to
yacht.
No, yeah. Wheels on the legs.
We-
Fucking
sure.
So
Yeah, we should.
So the live music scene obviously has been tough the last few
Yep.
months. So you guys haven't done any live shows. That's hurt. you a
Most
little
recent
bit.
one we did was in my driveway.
We talked about the
that
driveway
was
show.
awesome.
Man, what a great show! I went out with my family and we sat on the.
You know what?
Yeah, it was great.
I closed
On
my
Snape's
eyes
Hill?
for the majority of this
and
set.
picking it up
singing.
on Snape's Hill was
Oh man,
amazing,
was it so
right?
good. I was sitting there having beers, like there was no garbage after. You know, we all just sat on Snape's.
You know
Hill
what the
and-
only garbage was after? Is somebody was
Was Cozen
whittling a
Indigo.
wooden cat. Somebody was whittling a little wooden cat.
For those who
out of
aren't
a stick.
75 years old, whittling means carving.
I think we can give our listeners a little bit more credit.
Stop
You know what, though?
whittling in the wilderness.
I
you-
love
My
how you
favorite
made
part of
that
that
reference.
night, my favorite part by far of that night, because
Oh,
Cozen
Daniels
Indigo
is
plays,
breaking out the Pink Whitney.
because Cozen Indigo
I forced
plays
him
for
into
such an
it.
adult crowd. It's nice that for a moment in our career of being musicians, we had families, we had kids
Oh, fuck
that
yeah.
were out in the front of the driveway on their scooters and skateboards, and they were ripping it and having so much fun. And then we had, little influencers over on the side who were watching our drummer
dancing to
Aaron
it. Yeah.
playing, and they were just so into it. So you know what, like being
That
a
must have
musician,
felt good.
Dude, it is the best
did, man.
feeling to
It felt amazing.
to inspire future generation. No, fuck
You
that.
know-
To
you know what I
inspire
thought,
kids to be rock and rollers instead of DJ goers and fucking let's go to Shambhala and pile drugs into our face. How about we be rock
No,
and rollers
Shambhala's
and
great.
drink
I
beer,
disagree
smoke
with everything
weed,
you said.
and enjoy today. But no, you know what? My favorite part is just to see all those kids out there. And they were really digging the music. You know, it wasn't just the adults; the kids were really digging it.
Yeah,
too.
It was
that
the
was
entire
really cool.
experience, right?
Actually, I got a comment like Jerome, fucking
J-Dot.
Jerome, J-Dot,
Our friend in
the
Holland.
other hater that is absent.
Yeah.
He's a beauty too, man.
Yeah, fucking
He's
love
a
that
fucking
dude.
beauty.
Oh man.
We'll have him on the
he
podcast
was-
eventually.
Yep. Anyways, he shared the video of Love It that actually Jess took off of her iPhone. Turned out amazing, and he had a friend was Kelly Galeas, I think, or something like that. Fucking commented on it. He was saying, he was like, fuck. Like my kids who were like fucking not even they're like not even 8,
Love
like
that
10,
song.
not even 8 or 10. They're fucking loving the shit out of this song, and like he said he was like fucking kids are the hardest judgment of character.
Oh,
or judgment
dude, with
of anything.
music. Oh, and you know what? That's the best thing is I'm so happy
Yeah.
to hopefully inspire future rock and rollers, man. Like
Yeah.
it's a lost
That's what
art.
I
There's
said,
so many
man.
DJs, electronic artists. Like let's be rock and
Organic.
rollers. Exactly.
So the live music thing obviously hard, except for the driveway show, which was fucking awesome, and I attended it. It was great.
Yeah, fuck, that was such a
Yeah,
it was
felt
great.
good, man. It felt good.
So, but the next album, what's the deal? Will you let us in and you let the listeners in on what's going on with the newest album?
Well, as far as doing any live shows, we have to respond to COVID just like anybody else is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
so venues are out of the question.
Yeah. But what about
as
it's a tough time, obviously, but you still can work on a new album, and that's what you're doing
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
correct?
And that's what we're
Okay.
doing.
Can
Yeah,
you
that's what I
tell us a
wanted
little
to
bit
know.
about the new album, what the plan is, and that kind of thing, and then we'd love to hear a little bit about it.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we're just going to record what we're good at, man.
Yep,
We're,
and
we're gonna write the organic tunes that we fucking write and
Yep.
jam out and
Yeah. So you've heard one off tonight, listeners. You've heard one off the album that is available currently, the CD that is for sale right now. You can find it on Apple Music and Spotify. And you've also heard a new song. It's one of the probably the first time they've played it.
Yeah.
For an audience, and that song is not available anywhere right now. But
no,
that's a
it's
sneak peek.
live off the floor.
That's a sneak peek live off the floor being recorded. We're goddamn lucky enough to be around for this, and
Yes,
the
thank you. We
podcast, the Wheels
appreciate
Blues
that.
podcast, we're goddamn thankful for it.
Oh
So
yeah, big time.
thanks for having
time.
us.
This was
here,
awesome.
guys.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you.
Fuck.
Wheels Blues, thank you
you
so
very
much
much.
for hosting.
Thank you
us.
guys with all
And
that.
I guess we should probably call her a day here.
Yeah.
We probably should.
Yep. So we'll start with you and let's work our way around, my glorious.
Well,
leader.
let's slam
let's slam our
let's
shots.
slam.
for
Pink Whitney.
Okay.
Whitney,
to new friends.
To new
good
friends.
friends.
friends. Good times.
Fucking hell, that Pink Whitney.
Thanks for coming to the studio, boys.
Yeah.
Thank
All right.
you for having us.
It's
We really
quaint.
appreciate
It's
it.
very quaint in here. I listen.
Let's
We,
start with you, Mighty
we
Wheels.
have our own private
Taste
little
pink.
fucking-
It's wonderful. It's hosted here in the lovely Branch 31 of the Jasper Royal Legion. If you guys would like to come and check it out, you can see a refrigerator in the right corner covered by blinded windows and a big open white room.
I don't think that.
Wear your
I don't
fucking
think that
mask if
pinky
you're not
finger
in
needs a
Jasper.
higher-
All right, Mighty Wheels. Let's hear it.
As usual, I am at Mighty Wheels on Twitter and Facebook. You can follow our Facebook page, Wheels Blues Podcast, and our YouTube at Wheels Blues Podcast is updated every Tuesday. So look for this new episode with Cozen Indigo coming live on Tuesday on YouTube.
All right, Koltin.
Thank you so much. Colton Ray from Cozen Indigo signing out.
Taylor Blackstock here. You can follow Cozen Indigo at Cozen Indigo 2020 on Instagram. Facebook is also likewise. And if you really care, we also got fucking a whole bunch of live videos on YouTube. And big shout out to Wheels Blues for fucking having us here.
What's your YouTube?
It's just Cozen Indigo.
Okay. And I'm at Tin Can Blues. You can find me at Tin Can Blues on Twitter. Our website is wheelsbluespodcast.wixsite.com/my site. I know it's a mouthful, but Jesus Christ, it costs a lot
Get
of
on
money.
it, goddammit.
Fuck.
Get in there.
Just copy it from our fucking
Nobody needs
description.
There's a mom joke in there, Blue. There's a
Maybe.
mom joke in there, Blues.
And big thank you to Cozen Indigo for being on the show tonight. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
All right, you got a hashtag illegal Aussie. And that's fine because, I've been playing the big strings for Cozen Indigo, so hang in there.
Fucking
You'll
legend.
hear more from me.
I like that. Playing the big string.
That was good. That was good.
Plays the big guitar like no other.
Slapping the thick string.
I'm going to steal that, provided you guys don't ever listen to our show again. Because I'm at Eric_83, and I'm playing the big strings for the Wheel Blues podcast.
That's not enough underscores for me, man.
And again, thank you guys for doing this. We
Oh,
really
fuck
appreciate
yeah.
this, to be honest.
Yeah, you're welcome,
Hey,
man.
yeah,
You're
thank you,
welcome.
man. Fucking, it's
Yeah,
so much
appreciate
fun,
it.
man.
All you guys.
All right, Jess.
Great time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Do you want to plug your Instagram?
Yes, Jessica Meyer Photography, so you can see all my pictures there.
Get on there.
Yeah.
Get on there and do it.
subscribe.
Follow and subscribe.
And if you can't find her through that, you can always follow the Cozen Indigo page and you will find Jessica's.
Yep, she's
Bio
tagged
there,
in
too.
every photo.
You got it.
New record coming towards
So-
you guys.
Do
All right.
some extra research.
All right. Well, this has been episode 22 of the Wheels Blues podcast. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Stay safe.
I've got you shivering, 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 out of control. I'm the devil dressed in black. Look at my best. I can't be satisfied so easy. What is your name? Can I get your number? Oh, don't hesitate. Find your way to my room. I'll show you the way. Shivering, 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 shivering. Shivering, 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 shivering. Shivering, 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 shivering.